Hello. Today we'll be grinding Tower of Astral Eclipse, among other things. Yeah. I feel like I'm always so awkward at the beginning of these for the couple people who are waiting for it to start. I mean, there's 8 concurrent views at the moment. It'll probably go up in a minute. Oh, it went down to 6. Okay. Add. Well, you get 1 ad when you join the stream, or when it starts, I guess. Although I could click that button that says insert ad, but I will not do that. Not right now, anyway. Roro, is this tower hard? Definitely. There's gonna be so many good rages in this tower's grind. So far, yesterday I all jumped all of the greens, and then you have an option of either doing the yellows or the blues. I tried both of them, and I'm probably going to do the yellows. Failing most jumps here results in death, but they're easier than up here, where someone said, who's in the Discord, I forget who, I could check, but I don't feel like it. They said this part's like raw difficulty is like high extreme. It's less punishing. Like, the only way to die would be to kill bricks. But, like, some of these jumps are just ridiculous. Like, look at this. You have to time this, like, stupidly accurately. Like, am I doing something wrong? It took me, like, 30 attempts to get this one right. I feel like I have to land it now. So I'm probably going to go with the yellow. There, okay. That wasn't too bad. What is your user, Roro? It is this. SharkNoob2001. That is my username and display name. The thing that matters is you go through the green floors easily. Yes, my goal for today is to reach floor 3 on a legit run. And as for the last 4? Yeah, I guess, no wait, 3, yeah, 3. It's 3 in each direction. Wait, but then it's 12 floors, hold on. Wait, okay, so, but anyway, the red part and the final stretch I have not practiced yet, but I've all jumped everything up to there, so, including both sides here. But what I'm pretty much going to do here is I'll jump, like, to floor, probably all the green, honestly, but most importantly up to floor 3, because that's where I want to try to get to in the actual game today. Iconic start. This tower ain't extreme. You have more attempts at the yellow floors. The thing that matters is you go through the green floors easily. Yeah, I just read that last one. Yeah. I have tried this tower before, well, yesterday, in the Why Play Zone 10 when you can play Zone 8 video. I gave it a try and got to, like, this first outside. Yeah. Why am I lagging? This is... Hold on. Am I streaming at a different bit rate again? Ooh, yeah, I think I am. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I know the solution. I'm going to stop the recording. Gonna go settings, output. Uh-oh. Can I not change it? What? Okay, we might have a bit of a problem. I'll look at that in a minute. If nothing I said made any sense to you. I record, when I do a live stream, I also just record it normally in OBS. But I want to do that at the same quality, because doing it at different qualities requires more CPU usage, which results in my game lagging a lot. But I forgot to set the recording quality to be same as stream. And apparently I have to not be streaming nor recording for me to be able to change it. So I've stopped the recording. So technically I'd have to, like, get it off of YouTube if I were to include this in a video, which I doubt I will, so it's fine for the moment, but I'll fix it in a minute after I consider my options. Yeah, I'd probably have to click stop streaming. I think what that would do, because YouTube doesn't like shut down your stream until it's been 5 minutes since it's received any like data from your recorder streaming software. So like if I click stop streaming, I'd have 5 minutes to click start streaming again, which I'd only, so like it would only take me like 10 seconds to change the setting. So you guys should just see it like lag, or like a buffer for a few seconds. So that's gonna start now. So give me a second. Test. Okay, I think it should be good now. All right, yeah, seems good. Let me turn my camera and see if it does that as it's supposed to. Camera. There we go. Okay, cool. You guys should be able to hear me also. Not that there's really any reason that would happen. I don't know. I could have forgotten of some other setting too. Right, so I'm kind of just autopiloting the obby at the moment as I explained that, which probably isn't good because I want to, you know, really learn these jumps instead of just sort of going through them, if that makes any sense. But I'll probably, we're just all jumping it for the moment. Not the whole tower, just up to, I don't know, do I want to go all the way through the green floors or just to floor 3, which is where I'm trying to get to in game. Also, let me turn on God mode so I don't fall, which is, or so that if I fall, I don't die, which will make practicing this annoying. Oh yeah, here you got 2 options. You can, yes, yeah, because it's insta-kill. This is an insta-kill map. You got 2 options here. The I guess intended route is to go like this. But clearly they weren't that concerned about which direction you go because you can also do this. It's a bit slower, but also slightly easier because the wrap is kind of annoying. I guess I should decide now which one I want to do. This one is a bit faster. Yeah, if you just line up the jump, it's fine. So I'll probably do the intended route. It's less jumps, if nothing else. Okay, yeah, and then the white, it said on a sign earlier. But that does that. Okay, so I did that wrong, clearly. There we go. Nice. Then you can just bounce off there. On the truss. Boing. Boing. Why are those transition time teleporters and not actually elevators? That was false advertising. Can you believe that? Because I can't. You know, also, I might decide to, in the stream... Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the finishing point? Okay, so what was my goal? Reach floor 3 or beat floor 2? I guess beat floor 2 would mean land that jump, so it's the same. There. Watch me miss this jump on the real run. Oh yeah, I do need to make sure I'm aware that that's spinning, otherwise I could like have that happen accidentally if I'm not paying enough attention. You can barely even see that it's spinning. In fact, the only reason you can, other than looking at the side, is because it's not a perfect circle. It's like a 15-sided, or probably more than that, like 20-sided regular polygon, hence the corners you can see if you look closely, which is good enough, but you know. Request to Towers 21 when? Number 20 isn't even here yet. It's recorded, but yeah, it was originally going to post it today. It's going to be a long edit. It just takes a while to edit videos when there's like multiple video tracks to, you know, put together. As was the case, there were 3 in fact, because there were 2 guests in that video. So it will take longer. Also, since I wanted, well, I originally thought to live stream today because I wasn't going to post a video. Sometimes I live stream and post a video on the same day. I don't know. I feel like it just is better, algorithm-wise, to do them on separate days. I don't know. It's like if I post the video and then live stream like an hour later, feel like the live stream... Well, I feel like... It probably does. I feel like the live stream, like, de-ranks the video in the algorithm. Sometimes I post the video, like, immediately after the stream ends. But, I feel like it's just kind of better to do them on separate days. Does that mean Requested Towers 20 is coming out tomorrow? No, I'm not even through editing the first tower the 3 of us played. I'm doing that thing again where I do some extreme yappage and not pay attention at all to what I'm actually playing here. Let me just do floor 1 again. Yeah, what I want to do is get consistent at this before really trying it in the game. If I can do floors 1 and 2, like the whole floors without falling, then we should be good. Or like all of floor 1 without falling and all of floor 2. Yeah, see, like we don't want that. I'll let that slide for the moment. Yeah, that stupid truss jump is like the hardest thing. Well, probably not the hardest jump of the tower, but it's pretty annoying. So I should probably practice it. Let's see if I can get it 10 times in a row. Alright, there's 1. There's 2. Okay, I see what to do now. 3. I'm only tapping W, like, to land on the truss. What is that? That's 4, I think. Like, I'm holding D the whole jump. I'm only tapping W right as I approach the truss to, like, bounce off it to get onto the truss. That was 7, I think. There's 8. Watch for miss the last one. Oh, or that one. Okay, that's great. I think I'm getting consistent enough at this, though. Can't hurt to just do it a bunch of times, though. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Let me pay more attention to where I'm jumping from. Yeah, if I jump off that little wedge corner thingy right there, that seems to work pretty well. Usually. It's probably more important where I land on the truss and, like, the angle I'm turned at, which is slightly to the right. But probably mostly where I land on it. You know what? That's good enough. It wasn't technically 10 in a row, but I think I've gotten consistent enough at that for the moment. That one, I think, is my PB, technically, this wrap. From when I briefly tried it in Why Play Zone 10 when you can play Zone 8. Okay, and then this I gotta be careful of hitting that thingy, the launcher, what is that called? Elevator. And then that just does nothing. I don't even know why that's there. So does that mean I could just, like, I could hit it and I'd be fine, I guess. It's not gonna launch me that way. Maybe that's just a bug of the practice place, though. But I shouldn't need to hit it. I should be fine just doing that. So what's the best thing to do? Probably turn it like a 45-degree angle relative to this platform. And then jump like that. Yeah, there we go. Let me get that, let's say, 5 times in a row. Starting with that one. So here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Whoa. Here's 6. Oh, wait, that was 5. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. Okay. So how many floors does this tower have? We got 3, like, these are each 3 floors. So that would mean it's 12 floors. Except it's not a citadel. Presumably, they don't consider it a citadel because you only do these 3 or these 3. So when you play through it, you're only going to play 9 floors, and then I guess this is the last floor, which I think is notoriously difficult, or like maybe not that hard actually, but people fail it a lot, and I probably will fail it a lot. Remember, I failed the final stretch of Tower of Curved Descent. Was it twice? I think it was twice, but I failed floor 10, like the rest of somewhere else on floor 10, like 5 different times. That was fun. That was a fun experience. Very fun. Lodge. Why did I turn off shift lock? That wasn't smart. Yeah, that one's gonna be one to practice, that jump. The last outside isn't a floor. The middle part is the 4th floor. Oh, that counts as a floor. Even though there's like nothing in there. You like click one of these buttons and then it activates like an elevator or teleporter. So there's not. But okay, yeah, I think that's kind of undisputably a floor because it's a 100 by 100 box. That, I suppose, makes more sense than considering that an outside. Or a floor. It's definitely an outside. Okay, so what did I just say? I was going to practice this. So, probably want to position myself how I like before I start pushing the platform, which is probably going to be about halfway, like my character halfway on that little edge there. Maybe a little bit to the left of halfway. Like, because if I go like this, then it tries to, like, push me off. Not too bad, but, you know, get about like that, and then, yeah, I mean, that the wrap off the pusher isn't that much of a problem. It's the jump off the truss. Okay, seeing that, I can do a truss bounce thing like was on the 1st floor. I think I'd rather do it like that, though. Climb up a bit. This one, unlike that one, does not fade instantly. Roro, yellow or blue? Probably yellow is what I'm going to do. I tried both of them, but blue just seems so annoying. Like, it's just going to be a loop-failing nightmare. Like, okay, what do I want to do? The easier gameplay, where if I fail, I restart the whole tower. Or the harder gameplay, that's just going to be like 30 minutes of loop-failing every run, probably. I mean, I do question sort of the long-term benefits of each. Presumably doing yellow would improve my consistency because I have to do it essentially perfectly because almost every jump, if you miss it, you fall on an insta-killer in the void. Blue, on the other hand, is just like a skill boost because it's harder than the actual tower's difficulty. The tower is baseline extreme, but the blue gameplay... Well, you get to skip this? Oh, that's nice. Once you do it once. I didn't know that. Now I do. But the blue would, I guess, increase my skill if I followed through with it. Did you know Roro Studios is playing Tower of Astral Eclipse? I did not know that. So yeah, I'm still not totally sure yet. Okay, I know I did just say I'm going to do yellow for sure. Like, I was pretty sure of that. But I don't know. If I just follow through with learning this one, it would be a nice skill boost. But would it? It's not even a full tower. So do I want to increase my skill ceiling or increase my consistency is the question. Did you say something important here? Oh, I haven't even been reading this chat. Okay. Which music will you pick for the final stretch? You could pick which song you want to listen to for the final stretch. I think I'll pick I Hate the Music Industry. Or no, for the video when I edit it, I will definitely... Actually, I don't know. Normally I do like Time Lock 6 or Venus Movement 2. Or I did Lakes of Methane for the Toka video. Those being my songs, Roro Studios music. Go subscribe now. Did you know that 100% of deaths occur by dying? I didn't know that. That's very fascinating. Okay, let's try to do... Well, let's go back to the start. Let's try to do all of floor 1 without falling. So no clip goes in the backpack. I'll allow myself to use heal just to not waste a whole bunch of time. Not that there's a significant amount of kill bricks anyway, so actually that's kind of useless, but should I need it, I have officially allowed myself to use heal. But only if it is negating, like, just standing around. For example, if I'm on, like, a safe heal spot, I'll just use heal. But there isn't such a situation in this tower anyway. At least not on the section I'm going to practice. It could be on the final 3 floors, which I have yet to look at. But we'll see. I'm not practicing those today anyway. Okay, there. Didn't like how the last jump of that floor wasn't perfect, but I still made it some okay. But cool, I did that entire floor legit. Since I failed that anyway, the first jump of the next floor. Let me practice this. Yeah. Try to get it, let's do 10 times in a row. So that was 1, or was it 2? I think that was 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. We need more TOTP music. I know. It's true. The next one I'm going to do is going to be the song for the, like, first part of Saturn where you're on the rings. Yeah, do you remember how I conducted Lakes of Methane at a live performance at the spring concert and it was so epic? I want to do that again. But the problem is, all my songs are stupidly hard. So I'm trying to... Surely slower equals easier, right? So that's the thought behind why I've chosen to do Saturn Ring Song, which is currently the name of it. Well, the temporary name. I don't know what to call it yet. That part of the tower is probably, like, the most iconic, honestly. Like, whenever I show... Or in previous videos, when I've been like, I'm gonna do Tower of the Planets as my next extreme, and yet here we are on Tower of the Planets as, uh-oh. Well, there's not floor 2 legit, okay. And yet Tower of the Planets is not gonna be my first extreme, because I've chosen to do this one instead. Let me just do this again. I showed the Saturn floor. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Somehow portray that in the song, I suppose. I think it would be cool if I took inspiration from the Interstellar soundtrack, the movie Interstellar. But what makes that film score so great is the orchestration, and not so much, like, rhythmic or harmonic complexity, really. Which has, you know, sort of carried my other pieces, so to speak. Orchestration being, like, what instruments play what and when. So, we'll see. I will try to do the Saturn Ring Song sketch, though. But new Roro Studios music video probably today, honestly. It's not Tower of the Planets, though. It will be success.mp3, a song based on the sound effect. It's not officially for Tower of the Planets, and Tower of the Planets will get, like, an official win room song, but for the time being, once I finish it and upload it to Roblox, success.mp3 will be the win room song. Okay, I missed that. Yeah, that jump's gonna require practice. I'll come back to it. So what I'm saying is, once I am done with success.mp3, which I will be in like 12 hours, it'll be uploaded to YouTube and I guess Roblox. It will be sort of the temporary Tower of the Planets win room song until it gets its official one from the OST. Can I please do this right? More so, the reason why I composed success.mp3 was for use in videos, because I really need, like, you know, when I win a soul crushing tower, a good celebration type song. I used the sketch for success.mp3 in the Toka video, but now it's basically done. Like I said, should have it uploaded today, which is pretty much all I have left to do. Can I do this right? Please. There we go. You know what? That's not how I want to do that jump. I want to go like that. There we go. You don't need the push box? You don't? Let me test that theory. Oh, how about that? Okay. No point in using the push box then. Jump off the vine is a bit annoying. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done with this practice session. Oh wait, let me do the last jump before floor 2 ends. Right, that thing spins. I need to remember that, because it could cause disasters if I'm not careful. Honestly, if I miss that jump in the real thing, the last jump, I won't really care that much. Okay, so what did I want to practice? I wanted to practice this weird truss thing. Yeah, I was trying to climb up it a bit, which I have... How long does it take? Fades immediately. Technically not immediately. It's like 0.01 seconds. But that's no time I can use to climb up the truss, really. So, gonna have to do that. Yeah, I seem to have... Yeah, I got the motions now. Let me just get it consistent. So, we'll do 5 jumps in a row. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay. Then, I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to miss this spinner thing. So let me practice it one more time. Yeah, see? Why is the wrap, like, annoying for no reason? Floor 2 is probably the easiest of all the green floors. Okay, and then here, I don't need the push box. Unless I just do it wrong, okay. Maybe I should use the push box just to be safe. Or I just really screwed it up that one time. I don't know, it seems too easy to... I feel like... Yeah, like... If I jump too early, I'm not going to make it to the vine. If I jump too late, I'm going to activate that, and then that's going to happen. But what if I just put the box, like, not try to push it fully onto the white? I can just put it here, wait, what if I do a hybrid of both of those strats? There we go. I like that, okay. So I put it there, thus I know I'm jumping forward enough. Don't jump forwards. Oh, well, I do need to line it up. I can't use alignment, so that's out of the question. But if I just am careful, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, it requires less precise timing if I go sideways. But it does require making sure I actually hit the vine. Which is slightly more difficult sideways, but it's fine. Actually, what I could do... We're trying out different strats here, is turn off shift lock after I jump on the thingy. Or wait, no, that was the whole reason I'm going sideways. Okay. You know what? Fully sideways. Yeah, that's my strat. Let me do it like 2 more times. And also that jump too. I will practice that. So actually, let's do it like 3 more times. Nice. 1 more time for good measure. Cool. And then let's finish out the floor. Also, that truss thing that you bounce off is very easy to finger lock on real runs. What is finger lock? And remember, that thing spins. Nice. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much all I want to do for practice purposes. Yeah, it'll be finger hesitation. Okay. I assume you probably mean maybe there's jumps like that later on, because this is probably... That might happen to me if I'm nervous, which will maybe be slightly occurring today, but not later on when I'm super consistent at the first 3 floors. Ledge grabbing is more consistent. Just go for the 13 stud strat. Okay, I see what you did. You went into climbing animation. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. Hello. Skip it entire. Turn slightly. Are you like shift flicking or just jumping? Oh wait, now I get what you mean by 13 stud strat. Is this how you do a 13 stud? Don't shift flick? Okay. You ledge grab, turn slightly. How much is slightly? Oh yeah, I see. I think I remember using this weird physics anomaly of going into climbing animation and turning slightly on Saglubik, the world's worst tower I've ever tried to seriously complete. Oh right, don't shift flick. I don't know. I feel I've yet to fail this when I set it up right. But I don't know. I don't fully trust it. Don't shift flick. Okay. I need to like not do that. And ironically, I was having a bit more fun on Soglubik. I don't know. For whatever reason, I thought I should make a video on this. That would contribute a lot to society. And yet, I was trying to do that, even though somebody already made a guide on it before me and got like 50,000 views on it. I'll bet you can guess who that is. He's like the most subscribed e-tower other than Math Factor 360, so I guess the second most subscribed. Just scratch my hand on my mic stand. Yes, that's possible. Okay, yeah. So which strat do I want to do? Do I want to do the 13 stud strat or that? I mean, seeing it's if I just... Okay, if I'm not stupid, I can do this realistically. Like, it's really no problem. Pretty much every time I've failed trying to set that up was just because I'm going too fast. So if I just make sure I get right on the edge, turn a little bit... Okay, that time was wrong. Although I did turn my camera differently. Which, since I wasn't in shift lock, shouldn't have affected anything, but... Maybe it affected my mindset. Okay, yeah, see, now this is becoming less consistent, now that I try to trust it. Better have that happen in the practice place than the real thing, I suppose. When you bounce off, you overthink the trust, like you'll most likely fail it. But also, it's floor 2, so who knows? Definitely more consistent with the fading truss. I'm going to try the fading truss for now. If I end up failing it a whole bunch of times, then I'll consider switching to the other strat. That is, in real runs. One thing I can perhaps do is go to the edge and then, like, do that. Starting the jump out of shift lock, but then turning it once I jump off the platform. That's not totally necessary. It might make it more consistent, though. I don't think significantly, so it's not really worth it. So I'm going to do that. All right. Let's go to the real game now. Did I get any cool RNG? Sadly, no. Okay. It's in zone 8. Here we go. Why do you have a crown? Because YouTube now encourages viewer engagement on live streams by giving you so-called experience points. Seems like kind of a strange feature, but I think it's good actually because it encourages engagement, which means algorithm likey. What happens if you fluke the entirety of the green floors? If that happens, then I will definitely go with yellow for today on the next part. By the way, anyone joining me, if you wish to enter the tower but don't know how, you have to like click the stars on the ceiling. Or do you, I don't know if you like, you click anything to like start it? I think maybe you click the globe, I don't know, but then you like click them to like draw the shape of the tower. So you like would click that to connect that line, connect these two, connect these two, connect these two. If you do it wrong, that makes you restart. But once you do it once, you can just, like, it'll immediately teleport you. You don't have to do that. How steep is the staircase? Am I going the right way? Yes, there we go. Tower of Astral Eclipse. Okay, now before we begin, I'm going to use the restroom, and would you like me to insert an ad at the same time? That way I can make money, because you're not going to see anything here anyway. I'm going to do that. Enjoy the ad. It will probably be over by the time I get back. Alright, I've returned. Okay, how many viewers did I lose? Only like 3. So, that's not bad. Alright. Anything else new? No, let's begin. Alright. Yeah, not sure what that thing that flashed on the screen is. You could rewind and try to pause it if you want. But I don't know what it is, and I don't feel like doing that myself. So no clip anymore. Okay, not a great start already. That's fine. I mean, we could be here like 3 minutes, and I get to my goal line that quickly, but we'll see. And of course I did that wrong, because why wouldn't I? There we go. Okay. Almost did that wrong. That's all right. Okay. If I do that, all right, new PB. Let's go. Currently on my PB run. It's crazy. Large. Doesn't even capitalize it or give a period to make it a proper sentence. Actually, yeah, that is, I don't know. Is it kind of obnoxious? Does it come across that way if you put a one-word imperative sentence as your sign in a tower? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, I didn't think that through. I forgot my practice on that one. I was spared, though. Right, then I jumped this way. Alright, then we got this part. I'm not going to do the 13 stud ledge thing. We'll just do that. Oh, almost missed that. Alright. Now remember, it's insta-kill net, so I best not fall. Although it's back to the start regardless of where I fall, for that matter, so who knows. Doesn't make a difference, really. Like, even on the inside, I mean. Right, now what was my strat? It was to jump sideways to there. And then, that part's a bit weird. The jump off the vine. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, what's with these aren't elevators, they're transition time teleporters. Alright, don't fumble now, because it's like 2 jumps to get to my goal point. Alright, hit the button. Remember that spins, yes. Of course I missed the last one, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I'm fine with that, I guess. I don't know, seeing as how it's been 3 minutes and I already reached my goal, almost. May as well try again. If nothing else, to gain more consistency at it. I'd effectively be, well, nearly sight reading floor 3. Because all I did was one all jump up to floor 7 yesterday. So that's the only one time through floor 3 is all I have of experience on that. Don't launch me, please. There we go. Okay, yeah. See, we're back to floor 2 already. Yeah. Okay. I was reading chat. Not really anything to respond to, though. Type some things in the chat that I can respond to, such as, what's this tower called? That would be Tower of Astral Eclipse. Okay, there. I was better prepared for that jump that time. And I remembered my training of climb up it for, like, half a second. Oh, great. Now we're coming up on this thing. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm glad I didn't reset, actually, because you know what that means? I can skip this whole insta-kill net part. Even though, like I said, it's the same punishment. Yeah, so don't reset. I'm glad I did not do that. There we go. Alright, now I've hit my goal. So now I'll just do whatever. Effectively sight reading. Yeah, that's supposed to be some weird, like, ledge jumpy thing, but you can just climb up, so I can't complain about that. Now, what is this? Oh, yeah. Like, I'm just gonna be taking it so much more slowly than when I was just kind of absent-mindedly going through it with no clip. Right, and then what was it? Oh, yeah, this. Okay. Gotta jump through Okay, wait, do I go that side or this side? No, definitely on the right. Okay, I fell. That's good progress for today, though. I mean, I was only actually in-game for, like, 5 minutes, but I've been streaming for about 40 now. So, Roro, hi, I had that, there we go. Hello there. I had invisible players on for getting the screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay. Found you randomly. What is my hardest completion? What is it? Oh yeah, Tower of Thinning Layers, which was over a year ago. We can't have that. So TOAE is going to be my new hardest when I complete it, which will hopefully be soon. Like, hopefully this grind doesn't take me, like, a month. But it might. I mean, if I just consistently work at it, like, one real try per day. Like, I mean, it's pretty encouraging that I got to floor 2 with only, like, 40 minutes of work. Of course, it's going to, towards the end, it's more, because, you know, the whole tower before it, but, yeah. So, what did I say I was going to do after the Tower of Astral Eclipse part? Citadel of Leon Laboratories building, or perhaps some Ring 6 development. I also thought maybe Tower of the Planets. Kind of want to do a Tower of the Planets run. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let me find my game. There we go. Right, so Tower of the Planets was going to be my first extreme. It's probably going to be a much longer grind, though, than Tower of Astral Eclipse, though, because, you know, it's 90 minutes long. Oh, hey, 2 people are already here. Now, if this is going to be a longer grind, though, does that mean Tower of the Planets is harder than Tower of Astral Eclipse? Hi, thanks for the badge. Oh, yeah, you can join me and you'll get the Met the Owner badge. That should incentivize some people to join. Now, why... There we go. Okay. Oh, we also need to update the stream thumbnail and title. Hold on. Good thing I've typed it previously, I think. Here we go. Building Tower of the Planet... No, not building... Playing Tower of the Planets live. I need to delete the Building Tower of the Planets live title and description because it's useless now because I'm done with it. Okay, and there's the description, and now I need the SMToH game link. Oh, I'll send it in the chat also. I'll do that shortly. Then I also want to change the thumbnail to be... hold on. There we go. Okay, here's the game link. Sending it in the chat now. Okay. The thumbnail, I set it to be one of the losing thumbnails from the Test and Compare on the Tower of the Planets showcase. Oh, yes, you can dance clip out of the spaceship. There's nothing out there. Since this tower uses my own music, I can include that in the live stream. Just let me remember how to set that up. So it has to be on the same audio track. And there's no music at the moment, so we'll just leave the sound off for the time being. All right, let's begin. /e cheer. My PB on this is the asteroid belt, which is about 45% of the way through the tower. There's a spaceship or spacesuit. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these runs. If Tower of Astral Eclipse goes how I hope it will, and I beat it in, like, a week or 2, then that'll be, like, just before I go back to school. And then thanks to my carefully planned out college credit grind, I will have time to not grind Tower of the Planets at school, but edit videos at school, thus giving me more time at home to grind Tower of the Planets. Because by grinding them college credits, I have that credit, like, so I have free periods, if that makes sense. 2, in fact. Originally it was going to be 1, but sadly one of the classes I was going to take was unable to fit, so it's just a free period now, which is fine because I have all the credits I otherwise need. Remember what the sun floor used to be like before I gave it a much needed revamp? Like, okay, it was like the first part I built of the tower after the International Space Station. And I was just adjusting to the studio tower kit. It was so bad. I didn't even bother to recolor the parts. I kept some things from the original version, but most of it was revamped. Everyone write your PB in chat. Asteroid belt. It's been like, oh yeah, I have the owner tag. So cool. Are you doing yellow path or blue path on TOAE? Haven't fully decided yet. Doing yellow would improve my consistency, while doing blue would give me a nice skill boost, while also improving my consistency a little bit. And I'm kind of doing TOAE as like a quick skill boost. And yeah, Tower of the Planets is absolutely a consistency booster. So use TOAE as the skill booster then. As much as it can be. You know, because there's only 3 floors that are the really hard part. So I probably am going to do blue, even though initially I thought yellow. And I will admit, yellow is definitely, like, significantly easier to do. So in other circumstances, I probably would choose yellow. But here I've chosen blue for the reasons I've now described. Now, why did I press the reset button? I shouldn't have done that, because now I have to do this again when I didn't have to. Oh well, it's easy. Doesn't matter. Let me not have a skill issue this time. Oh yeah, maybe I should fix the oversight that you're supposed to, like, jump down on the hanging part attached to the sphere, but you can just jump like that. Or not, because maybe I don't feel like it. Increased number of players that can be in Tower of the Planets. It's a full server. Okay, I never thought this would happen. I don't think I can well, I can't. I can do that right now. Wow, okay, words. I can't do that right now. I could, but it wouldn't affect this server. In the unlikely event I'd be able to remember to edit it before I join it in a live stream, then I would do that. But is there any real reason to make it like 50 for only the occasional time where that many people are actually here? I feel like no. I've never heard of this fan game before. Did you make it? Yes, this is my own tower, which does not make it any easier to grind it. As you can see, my username is SharkNoob2001, and the game is Shark's Many Towers of Heck. And we're going to do some development on it later in the stream. Hacker Beacon! No, I know you're going to use no clip. The practice mode. Thus far, there has only been 2 victors of this tower. Maybe I'll be the 3rd. Or maybe I won't. Unless you want to count the time I accidentally gave myself the badge when I was testing it. Because apparently that happens in Team Create. Or Team Test. but not anywhere else. There you go. Like, because otherwise it doesn't allow you to, or like you can't actually earn a badge in Roblox Studio. But you can in Team Test, apparently. Alright, there we go. Alright, so much for the safety nets. Okay. Lock in for REM. Is this remorseless, in your opinion? Don't fall. Right, I haven't played this tower in a while, so I need to take that into consideration. However, I have played, like, you know, the first, like, 30% many times, so I should be okay. We'll see, though. I missed that wall hop like once, and now I just forever fear I'm gonna miss it again. Hence that I press spacebar very loud right there. Wow, great. Okay, now I have to do this somewhat sketchy jump again. Cool. Not that it's any stopping point. I don't know. I felt like it was to check chat. No new messages, though. You guys should send some messages. Give me that yummy engagement. Is that to get my attention? If so, what is it you are trying to tell me? Alright, we're about to approach the first part with the OST that has been made after 8 minutes. Although, because I haven't played in a while, I'm not super consistent at the, or, you know, I failed on the Mercury part. In other circumstances, I could get here in like 6 minutes. Okay, volume. Let's put that on like 2. Actually, we'll go like 3 or 4 because the song is kind of quiet. There we go. You guys should be able to hear it. Let me compare the audio graphs in OBS. Make sure that's not way louder than my voice. Seems fine. And now I can go a few seconds without speaking, and it's not just awkward silence. The footsteps. Hi Roro, what's the goal for today? Well, it was reach floor 3 of Tower of Astral Eclipse, which I did successfully. As far as on this tower, I mean, having not played it in like 2 months, I don't have very... Okay, this is the loud part of the song. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay. Having not played this in like 2 months, I don't have particularly high hopes of getting a new PB. I'm most likely going to fail on the moon outside, on the stupid trusses, because I've failed them so many times you wouldn't believe it. That's like my... Well, it is my most failed section. Unless you count, like, safety netted parts. But I've failed the moon outside way too many times. Damn it. There's the platforms. Originally, they flipped and spinned around erratically. Not, well, it was in a pattern. It wasn't totally erratic, but someone said it was annoying, so I nerfed it. Okay, now comes this part. 97 seconds to beat the rest of the floor. But don't worry, 97 seconds is a lot more time than you can reasonably complete it in like and also a bunch of stuff activates as you go on, like button progress and teleporters. So a fail doesn't cost you a lot of time. This is all explained on the signs I did not read because I didn't feel like it. You know, actually, probably. There we go. Okay, that's better. Hopefully I don't come to regret my decision to Alt-tab out to change the music volume. But 40 seconds, like, if you haven't played this, you don't know that it's almost at the end, but I'm almost at the end, so nothing to worry about. Nice. And then there's no music for the moment. Where is volume? Where? There it is. Okay. And I can never. Okay, that was fun. Oh yeah, I didn't actually answer your question. What's the goal for today? Preferably, like I said, I'm most likely gonna fail on the moon outside, but I'd be happy if I could reach Mars, which, since that's all safety netted except for the insta kills, which are easily avoidable, I should be good to make it to the asteroid belt. Like, it's always an outside that I end up failing on these, which is to be expected. Mars used to be super loop faily, but then I nerfed it and also gave free button progress along the way. How did I almost miss that? Sort of. I mean, it felt like I almost missed it. This outside, in good news, is not too hard. Imagine I say that and then immediately fail. That's so gonna happen. There's that jump. That was once annoying, but then I nerfed it. Is there any point in me saying that? Probably not. One thing I will say, though, is it's definitely harder to make the decision myself to nerf an annoying jump. Like, if someone says, hey, this jump is super annoying, you should probably nerf it. If someone else says that, then I'll be like, okay. But if it's just myself that, like, who keeps failing a certain jump, is it just my skill issue? And it would be super cheaty to just nerf it because I built the tower so I can do that. So it's harder to make that decision. But luckily that jump, I think like other people agreed it was annoying. Though I don't know, I probably complained about it on Discord or something, and they were like, yeah, that jump is annoying. Don't remember exactly the sequence of events that led to me nerfing that. But it was mostly me getting annoyed, because it was basically RNG, because you know how you go slightly slower, well, sometimes a lot slower as you walk down a slope? Because of the way the asteroid thing was that you jump off of onto the next platform, it made it RNG and annoying. Which I guess is sort of objectively a reason to nerf a jump if it's RNG. Although realistically, not many jumps are actually RNG. It just feels like that. Alright, and then 10 seconds to do this part. The big jump down here. That always makes me uneasy. I've yet to fail it, though. then the conveyor launches are pretty easy. Alright. Nice. Okay, here we have music, and this floor is pretty long, so we'll get to hear it for a while. Is that good volume? Let's go there. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. If the volume is too loud on the music, you can let me know. What happened to things to talk about while live streaming? You know he doesn't add. I do. Do you mean add things to it? I do add things to it when I think of them. Haven't added any in a while though. But you're right. We should do things to talk about while live streaming. I have like a lot on here actually. Let's do I know bad video editing when I see it. Okay, so I'd like to think I'm a pretty good video editor after having done that for almost 5 years now. And as such, I know bad video editing when I see it. It's all the sort of things that nobody would notice. Or like most people wouldn't notice. For example, what sometimes makes recording scripts, like just me reading the script, annoying is that like the way I write scripts, it often has really long sentences, and I effectively have to read the entire thing correctly. Because like if I make a cut in the middle of a sentence, it's like it is noticeable, at least to me. Most people probably wouldn't. Sometimes you can pull it off if it's like at a comma or something. Other times it is noticeable to the avid video editor such as myself. Is that the correct use of the word avid? Having or showing a keen interest or enthusiasm for something. Yeah, I'd say that was correct. Something I also try to avoid is when I re-record a sentence like later. Suppose I'm editing it and then I realize I misspoke, but I didn't notice it in the moment, then I have to go back and re-record it. What's a bit annoying is that, like, for whatever reason, like the tone of my voice is noticeably different to an avid video editor such as myself. For that one sentence. I've best found the way to combat that is by just like when I do the re-record, just say it like 8 times, even if I say it correct, all of them, but just so it sort of warms up my voice. Yeah, I guess that's my best guess. I think maybe Adobe Premiere Pro, it's like built-in little audio recorder thing, which I sometimes use, makes it slightly different. Like well, example, okay. The Ring 5 building video was... Did I make that jump? Yes. Here we go. The Ring 5 building video, that was almost entirely, I think, yeah, pretty much almost entirely recorded with Audacity. Whereas the Tower of Inevitable Failure video, where I did like the post-commentary guide of it, that the post-commentary guide part was recorded with Premiere Pro's built-in recorder thing. You wouldn't notice the difference normally, but like back to back, you could. Like if one sentence was recorded in Premiere Pro, I guess it's probably also a bit of the my voice isn't warmed up yet. And the reason I know this is a thing is because in a couple videos, you know, before I was like, okay, yeah, I should probably try to fix this, and I was aware that it was really happening like that. You know, I could sort of notice it. Most people probably couldn't, though. Gonna avoid picking that up so that I can... Well, actually, I can just turn key displays off. Yeah, I'm glad that setting exists now. But there seems to be a bug where, like, your settings don't save from Tower of the Planets. Everything else works fine, but it's like, it just loads in the default settings configuration. It doesn't, like, save it if you change it here. I'll try to fix it at some point. I don't feel like it right now, though. It's not causing any big problems. Okay, that's about audio editing. How many parts are in this tower? 15,000. Over 15,000, which is about as many words as were in the script for the Ring 5 building video. Here's another one about bad video editing. You can tell when a cut is made too early. It'll like cut off the last like 2 or 3 sounds of one sentence, and then you cut to the next one. Usually that's done unintentionally. It's like, you should try to not do that. But I unwillingly was listening to an Instagram reel recently where every single cut was made too early like that. I thought it was just average low-quality vertical form content with low-quality editing, but perhaps more likely is that it was intentional to subconsciously mind meld you to watch longer. I'm onto these conspiracy theories. Come on, let me press the button. There we go. Let's see, where else can I see bad video editing? Oh yeah. There are certain ways one can tell a video is made in iMovie because you can recognize the effects that are in iMovie. Such as like text effects, particularly. There's one more. What was it? Oh, yeah. I'd like to think that the jokes in my videos, in the editing, which do tend to be a bit recurring, I will admit, I'd like to think that they at least aren't overly cringe. But sometimes I will see that it is overly cringe. This will particularly be in, like, a school project type video. Maybe I just think that because I too once did cringe jokes like that I thought were funny, you know, sound effects or things. I do worry that it comes across as cringe using the explosion meme thing. I use that sometimes in videos. In 2025, you know, but where else am I gonna get an explosion, you know? Nah, I did that wrong. Good thing it's safety netted. Did you know that you can recognize videos edited with CapCut? Here's how. Watermark. What was your most fun video you recorded? Most funny one to record. I've never thought about that. My favorite video is the Ring 5 building video. Recording it was just reading the script, so that wasn't particularly exciting. So probably nothing scripted then, or like recorded post commentary or anything like that. So, I mean, like, it might be like, maybe like the Ring 1 Tower Rush completion video that was recorded and streamed, other than, you know, the intro and stuff, but those were, everything but that was, there we go, live commentary. That was just the Ring 1 Tower Rush grind, which was only like 3 different Saturdays. That was fun. I enjoyed that. So I think I would say that one, unless I think of a better one that I didn't remember existed, which is likely that that will happen. Sync. Epic. Roro, I'm waiting for you at the moon outside. Great, now you just remembered, or now I just have been reminded that I have to deal with that. Ugh, it's always so stressful because it's so far into the tower now. I mean, playing consistently, I can get there in like 20 minutes. I think maybe sometimes like 18, if I really know what I'm doing. I think it's usually like 20 though. But here we got 26 minutes of progress on the line. But as I expect to probably fail there, what are you gonna do? Floating. Oh yeah, I am floating. Did you know that there are several Amogai hidden throughout this tower, such as that one? What was funny was when I was going through and nerfing things before, or like after the full playthrough was recorded, because remember as I was recording that, this looks exactly like Missouri. Yeah. Like, as I was recording the full playthrough of Tower of the Planets, I took notes of some things I wanted to nerf. As I was going through and nerfing those, I found even more Amogai I forgot were there. Come on. Okay, this can't be a good sign. At least I'm failing while I'm over the safety net. But right, now I gotta, as the modern society says, lock in. Oh yeah, and it doesn't help ease the stress of this section with the big epic finale of the music. Which is here it is. Yo, I should play this tower with a heart rate monitor. I don't have a heart rate monitor, though. And is it really worth buying one? Just for that? I mean, I'd use it in other, you know, soul-crushing completions and such. Which, you know, it would be interesting. But I think we all know what it would say. It would say, like, 3,000 on the final stretch. I can self-diagnose heart rate, though. Honestly, I'm not that stressed at the moment. It's not too high. It's low enough that I can't feel my own heartbeat. So, it's probably only like 100. Slower than the tempo of the song. Or wait, is it? Yeah. Well, no, faster than it. Yeah. I've missed those walkarounds before, I kid you not. And I've missed this a bunch of times, but then I nerfed it. How many things did I nerf? A lot. I should probably stop mentioning that because it's getting pretty repetitive now. Okay, small break here at least. Yeah. But then, why didn't I put any of the game, like any gameplay over the safety net? It just goes straight off of it. I'm so evil. Biggest tip for this push box section though is, you know, you kind of got to push it to the edges, like over the edge, like right there. You got the 4-step push box, but only 3 studs there. Don't risk anything unnecessarily. Like if it's about to fall off and you have to go like right against the edge of the platform to kind of push it back on, just reset it. It's not worth it. This isn't even, I'm not even like halfway through this outside yet. Maybe I'm like halfway. So, okay, I'm like exactly halfway. But like, I've still got a long way to go, so no point in trying to calm myself with that. At least it's only the funny trusses incoming. That helps. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Wasn't like the better way to slide around on trusses is not using A and D, because Roblox physics makes that weird and just like slides you more than you expect to on occasion, and instead to turn your camera a little bit. I'm just gonna wait for the next cycle on the moving platform. I think I just saw it arrive, but I ain't risking nothing. Or rather, I'm not ain't risking nothing. There we go. Get the right number of negatives so some of them cancel out. As you can see, this is very good language with no weirdness at all. Oh, I missed those one-stud head hitters one time. That was fun. It was a fun experience. That was a good rage, though, so maybe it was worth it in the end. Just take it slowly. I don't like that jump. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, this is where my heart rate begins to pick up. These trusses here. Okay, good thing I'm done with those now. There's a few more trusses later, though. Okay, make sure I get the balloon, just so it doesn't do anything funny. Then just go straight through and dismount at the end. Okay, I mean, there's no more trusses like that, at least. I don't think. No. The remaining trusses are easier. Just slow and steady. You got plenty of time on this timed part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should be good. All right, nice. One time, these ladder flicks towards the end, I think no, it wasn't that one. It was the one, like, right at the end. Like, the next one, which is, like, the last jump before this outside concludes. It decided it was just gonna not let me flick off it. Like, off of it, like, that last part. I kid you not. That was fun. Okay. There we go. There shouldn't be any reason to stress out now, for that was my goal, I guess, reach Mars, which I've now done. So if I fail immediately after, you know, I already hit my goal, so it doesn't matter too much. I would, however, probably get quite stressed if I got to, like, Jupiter. We'll see if that ends up happening. Now avoid the insta-kill. This is where you start to see them on this tower, but they begin as pretty easy to avoid. Honestly, they're pretty easy to avoid throughout, except for the ones like the insta-kill nets below certain parts. Or rather, metallic hydrogen, which is technically an insta-kill. So, yeah. That's seen on Jupiter. And Saturn also. Free button progress. Yay. Well, good thing there's free button progress. Okay. This thing is can't collide false, by the way. Okay, just try this again. Ledge grab. Dare I say another thing that I nerfed at one point? It used to be like just a one wide insta kill thing right there, But then one time I got, like, flung into it by the jump pad. On a real run, yes. So that seemed like a pretty good sign to remove it, and also decrease the probability of getting flung on that launcher or jump pad. Forget exactly how I changed it, but it doesn't happen anymore. Like, it can't, I guess. Oh boy, good luck. Alright. Now I got the asteroid belt. No practice. I think I did do the whole thing without falling, like, once. We're currently at about the 1/3 mark through this tower. And the end of the asteroid belt is the halfway mark. This part is annoying. I don't like it. Okay, you gotta just, like, go for it. If you go too slow, it is savable, but you're trying to get in that, like, notch right there, which is, like, barely enough time to do. Just gonna jump to there, and then make sure I don't get rolled off it. There we go. Then you can jump to hit the button, and then jump back. Heart rate is pretty chill at the moment, somehow, which I guess is convenient, so I guess I better make use of it while I can. And not think about that if I miss one thing, then that's 37 minutes of progress down the line, or down the drain. I combined on the line with down the drain. Am I the only one who finds that so cringe in, like, movies when they're like, oh, I accidentally combined these two words, then it becomes like a recurring joke, and it's so cringe. Oh, right, yeah, we got the funny wall hop. Luckily, it is safety netted, and that's why, because it's, like, quite possibly the hardest jump of the whole tower. Actually, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. It's not that hard. Sketchy tightrope. Okay. I failed this wall hop before. This tower must be, like, particularly traumatic because I recall, like, every fail. What monstrosity have I created? Trying to do that carefully so it doesn't get any funny ideas. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, let me... I did that wrong. That's okay. Push it about halfway through. It's explained on the sign, by the way, what you're supposed to do. Then push it the rest of the way through, or almost the rest of the way through. Jump here. Jump here. Right, then we get to the real deal. You can go either direction, but you're going to end up repeating gameplay if you go this way, so go this way. Seems like a sketchy jump onto the tightrope, but it really isn't. If I wanted to be very evil, I could make it not be curved, or like curved on a different axis than it is currently. Also be calmed by the Amogus. Go on top of the swing. Okay. Yes, past self, I will do that, as you instruct. Funny trusses. Yay. One studs shouldn't be this stressful, but they are. And I gotta remember to pick up the metal as well. 2, 1, jump. Okay. Starting to get a little stressed. Still okay, though. It's been a year since that solar eclipse. You failed wall hop on the legit run. I can relate because I did. Okay, that's enough break time. Would you like to know a story of another time I failed this on a legit run? Because I was so in the habit of not picking up the metal from testing it, I didn't pick up the metal on this island, and then I realized it by the time I got to like the next one, I think. But it didn't matter anyway because I failed like on this part somewhere around here, so it didn't make a difference. Luckily, the fail did not occur because I forgot the metal. So I learned a lesson to not forget the metal while simultaneously not really suffering any consequences. Maybe you can make the argument that I was not fully locked in after realizing I'd have to redo like a lot of gameplay. Having missed that, you can't, like, some of this gameplay you can go either direction. This one you can't, so I'd have to redo all of that. Right. Also make sure I hit or get the right number. There are 3, which indeed I have. Pretty sure there's one on the other island. I hope there was, because I'd have to go back if there weren't. Fun fact, I nerfed that part, the X-Pusher thingy. That one was per someone else's request, though. Right, okay, here, spawn the push box. Confirm it's spawned, yes. Go down. Hold on. Let me do that again. Hit that. Go around, hit the other button quickly. Ah, dang it. Hit the... I have to hit them both simultaneously, or not simultaneously, but like in quick enough succession. There, was that good enough? No. The walk around isn't that hard, but hit the hit it. Nope, I still can't do it right. There. Okay, was that good enough? Finally. Okay. And don't hit the respawn button, because I'm going to have to go hit those buttons again, and that's going to be annoying. Oh, great. Okay. See, that's what we want to try to avoid, because then you got to go hit these again. Luckily, I got that one right. I hit my head on that. I didn't like that. Wall hop on a safety net. Wall hop without a net. I once saw an elite hobbyist say that Tower of Thinning Layers was easier than every Remorseless besides the baseline. Remorse lie. Yeah, Tower of Thinning Layers is known for people saying it's okay. It's known for people saying it's a good first soul crushing when it most certainly is not. Well, it's somewhat known for that. I don't know. I don't follow everything that goes on in this community. I have, however, been trying to watch more Ito YouTubers as of late. No reason to be stressed. Only 45 minutes of progress on the line. But no, the real reason to not be stressed is that I already met my goal. Good luck, Roro. You're actually cooking right now. You jumped to that button, but it doesn't matter yet. It's for... I'll need it when I go back. I don't remember if you can make that jump. It looks like you can. You probably can. But just do that. This is the stressful part. This whole tower is the stressful part. Who am I kidding? Heart rate increasing rapidly now. Wait for the movers. Nice. Have I ever mentioned that I really love the design I did on this outside? It looks so nice. It looks amazing. Okay, right. Moving part. Let's wait for it to come back so I can make sure I have all the time. Then if I make that, I'm safe from the storm for like 10 seconds. Because what's going to happen is jump scare. And then just like move out of the way. Actually, you don't even really have to move. Yeah, there we go. Just breathe. Okay, now what? I forget exactly how to... No, it's the other way. No! Oh my gosh, why did it do that? Oh. Okay. Don't mind me. Don't be stressed. After all, you're only halfway through. Yeah, thanks for that. I don't like this jump. It's not actually that hard, but I love the unindicated moving platform. You mean that? That's indicated. It says it right there. Oh, do you mean that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I'll try to remember to do that. And go. It's not that hard, but it feels so much stressfuler than it is. Stressfuler, yes. Okay. 2 medals, yes. Okay. Then I think I usually do. I usually do this one first because it's a bit harder. So if I'm gonna fail it, at least save myself the 1 minute on the other one, which is easier. Basically, just wraparound spam, but with a bit of flavoring to make it not boring. You'll see if you don't already know what that section is. You like my sound effects? Thank you. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Supporter. Yay! W in chat for gaming legend. Sure. I'll type a W. Or do you mean this? Wait. Maybe it's this chat. Right, now I gotta go back. Luckily, going back across this part is easier than going front. Did you know that if you want to get the supporter chat tag in this game, all you gotta do is boost the Discord server? Even after the boost time runs out, you keep the tag. Oh, well, actually, you will have to... like, ping me with your Roblox username. Actually, I'll probably ping you, honestly. On the ramps ahead, if the arrow is green, go on the side the rep the arrow points to. If the arrow is red, go to the side it does not point to. So, it's just... don't lose focus on this part. Although, actually, if you wrap on the wrong side... you actually will usually, like, end up... like, you'll just, like, slide along the invisible part and just land back there. Probably that doesn't happen every time, but... often it does. Right, okay, just... it's so much more stressful than it needs to be. Like, it's just, like... I'm, like, triple checking every one to make sure I'm not doing it wrong. Green? Yes, green. And it also, doing so many of those two stud stickouts in a row makes you start to question your consistency at them, because you'd better be consistent at 2 stud stickouts, which are not that hard, but feels harder than it should be when you're in this situation. Now, imagine I made these 4 stud stickouts. That would be the stuff of nightmares. Oh, scary rip. Go on left. Come on, one more. Nice. Okay, and then do remember that that thing spins. I'm just going to skip over the 1 stud, though. Now I got to go all the way back over there. Great. This is lovely. If there are mods in the Discord, there should be mods in the YouTube. Yeah, maybe no. I guess there could be. It's not too much of a need for it, though. Just calm down. I did this once, so I can do it again. And the good news is going backwards, back to the first, or one, like the one with the space ATM. Going that way is a lot easier than going the first, like, forwards. Although it is different gameplay a little bit, but, like, you'll quickly see, like, I'm past the hardest part of it now. Watch me, like, miss that or something. Just unbelievable. And then jump to there so I don't have to do any 1x4 stick out thing. Okay, then what? I don't remember if I can jump straight to where the button is. Do I risk it? No, I probably can make it. Okay. No. I didn't like the timing. The stress is kicking in now, as you can see. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. Still not even done with the asteroid belt, though. I gotta get the $20 bill, pay myself, and then continue. We're almost to my PB, actually. If I can... Actually, I don't think I made it here. I'm pretty sure I didn't. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was a practice run that I, like, made it past my PB point. I'll point out where it is, because we're almost to it. Okay, if I can pass this turret thing, then we're at a new PB. Add R pose as a game pass? How would you even do that? Okay, the heart rate is high enough that I can feel my own heart rate. Come on. Alright, we're sending it. Jump. Yes! Ho, 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 new PB, let's go! Okay, now the heart rate is rapidly accelerating. I was fine up until now. Come on, come on. Every jump is harder than it should be. Every jump is failable. The one insta-kill on the outside, luckily not too hard. And then I get a safe net for a minute. It's also a good spot to... I can see the shaking. I'm basically done with the asteroid belt, really. Let me lie to myself. Oh, great. Yeah, it's basically safety net. You have to do those 2 1 studs if you fall, but they're super easy. Not when you're this stressed, though. Come on. Yeah, imagine I had that, but not over a safety net. I'm pretty evil, but not that evil. Okay, wait, one more 1 stud, and then it's basically free to the end. If I can do this, which is... What is... Oh, physics, don't physics me right now. Okay, so it's basically free here to the end. It's just this puzzle thing. As long as I don't, like, accidentally walk off the platform as I'm trying to spin it, or set myself up to do a riskier jump than I need to, we're good. Okay, so first you got to get to that purple button over there. On that cube-looking thing. So you spin these into position accordingly. I really like this puzzle also. Right, it's less of a distance to jump, I guess, if I put it over the corner. That also grants me that to stand on. Or, like, as a failsafe. I can stand on that little one-stud beam thingy. Wait, is that the order I usually... Yeah, that's how you set that up. Biggest thing to do this safely is... 1, make sure you don't actually slip off as you're trying to turn the spinners. And 2, don't... Like, if a jump just seems too far to make, don't risk it. Just reset it and try again. Like, okay, I'm much calmer now than I was 2 minutes ago. And maybe it's not so great to be thinking about this right now, but hold on, wait. I don't think I actually need to move that. I can keep it there. Yeah, that jump, that's possible. But the further into the tower my PB is, the harder, it's only going to get harder to keep making progress towards beating it. By the way, on this second time you reposition them, that lines up with that blue platform. Maybe a little bit to the right of it to minimize the difficulty of jumping to the next thing. It's all just it's all just carefully setting it up and not risking anything. No, I put that a bit too far to the right. At least it felt like it. I don't think I actually did, but okay. Then press that blue button. Okay, I was about to be like, uh-oh, did I position that in a unjumpable 2 position? But I didn't. It's fine. Yeah, I realized that would be impossible. I mean, I could put that one in a bad place, but maybe. I tried to do something funny. Did you see that? Right, okay, spin it all the way back around. Carefully, though. Probably just tapping W, even if it's a bit slower, is safer. Then position that to fill the space between where these were. All right. That's a little bit easier than the first time, because I'm jumping to the blue one, which is a bit closer than I had the other one positioned. Okay, one more wrap and we're there. Nice. Well, actually, it's like 2 easy jumps now. Oh, all right. Halfway. We're halfway. Tower of the Planets must be miserable to grind because of how punishing it is. It's not a bad tower, but really punishing. Rip in the chat for Gaming Legend and me. What, did you die super far into this? By the way, you can be reading this information if you'd like, but... Yeah, I'm chill. I'm chilling because I got a safety net for a while. I can see all I've done so far over the last hour. I can check if I have any phone messages, which I don't. The view of the asteroid belt looks incredible from here. Oh yeah. Alright, we begin with the button hunt. All safety netted. You can just take your time. There's one in each maze, and then there's one in the line of parkour, like, leading off of each maze. But don't, it is possible to jump off the platform. Don't do that, because you will indeed die. Oh, I missed that. All right. That's fine. get this button anyway, and... Alright, I gotta climb up. Where's the point I can do that? Here it is. Yeah, you kind of got a couple options of what you can do, the way this is set up. What am I doing? Why did I jump down? That was not smart. No, because I'm not trying to get up here. I'm trying to go over here. Alright, there's that. There's the button. I need one more. Here we go. This way. This one is well, it's the hardest, I don't know. We're about to find out. It's the most complicated as it uses client objects and none of the others do. Other than the buttons themselves. Oh yeah, this one involves carefully timing that so that it's going fast enough that you can make the jump while not too far away to make the jump to there. But there's all the buttons. Awesome. Now we get to ride down the elevator. I was right before the ATM machine, and you fell. RIP. Let's say the asteroid belt has taken 2 souls for you to... Sold? You mean souls or sold? I've never heard of sold. Safety net here for the moment, too. I could die of kill bricks. I know it doesn't look like there's any kill bricks, but there will be. But I'd have to be pretty stupid to do that. This can be quite ironic if I end up failing that. So, let's see. Oh, right, it does go over the void. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm not totally safe on here. What monstrosity have I created? Just taunting you with the illusion of safety nets. Good luck. I mean, it's nothing hard for now. But like one studs seem so much worse and oh my gosh, I almost missed that. In these situations. All right. There we go. Then I think there's like one more. I got to go over the void. Oh, right, it's not wall hops. It was going to get buffed to a wall hop because each time you go across it gets buffed. That's the idea. But I made like a miscalculation or something. It's that, yeah, I think it was like this button was going to activate. Can I make that jump? I think I can, yes. It was going to activate, like, turn those ladders into wall hops, but then that's the last button, so you don't have to go back up there, so that was kind of pointless. Okay, so you do all that for a push box. If I lose this push box, it's fine. I can just spawn it again. I don't have to do all the gameplay again. What I do have to do is this jump. Oh, wait, I nerfed it. Okay, that's good. Okay, now for the purism one. Fun. Right, okay, the jump there. It was the day I had posted the playthrough. People had started giving it legit runs, and at that, someone failed, like, that one jump over the void in that part. Which, at that point, was the furthest I'd seen anyone get on a legit run. People have beaten it now, but it was at the time, having seen that. So, yeah, I did nerf it. I think out of sympathy, I don't know. I think I nerfed it by adding that, like, one, like, above the door to the elevator. Previously, you had to, like, wrap onto that slanty half-stud thing. It's kind of hard to describe. I guess you can see it in the playthrough video if you want, though. Okay. Yeah, this is the loop faily part. Sadly, I can't give button progress because it's purist. I could give safety nets, but I didn't. How about that? But maybe I can't complain too much because the longer I'm above the safety net, the less amount of time I'm stressed out. Because after this, it's back to unsafety netted territory. Sort of. It's there are some safety nets, but significantly fewer than we've seen so far on this planet. Now, why would it do that? Okay. Anyone want to place their bets for where I'm going to die on this run? I mean, I could beat it. That would be crazy if I beat this. Saturn. Honestly, my guess is probably the next, like, part of Jupiter. Platforms 4 and 5. It's like right after this. If I could quit loop failing this purest part. This isn't a mini tower. Oh, and 2 floors have rising lava. Yeah. Yeah. Jupiter and Saturn do. It's on. Okay, so like, you know how I got teleported to a different area after the first platform with the button hunt on this planet? When we go to there, we'll get teleported to another area. For most of it, maybe like 75% of it, it's not rising lava. You can take your time, but much of it is over the lava. Then at the end, it's rising lava, which is roughly like a 60-second rising lava section. But it's going to be stressful as... What should I finish that sentence with? Stressful as the asteroid belt. Why would it... Okay. Like I said, can't be too annoyed at getting... at loop failing so much because... I am recording, right? I just had that thought. I am, yes. Can't be too annoyed at loop failing because it does just prolong my time not over the safety net, but it does increase the stakes of once I get to the no more safety net. You'll see soon enough what it is. But basically, we have like a few easy jumps not over a safety net after this purism part. Okay, let's not do anything stupid, please. As soon as it starts to... What? That gave me no warning. Okay, that's... I love trusses, I love trusses, I love trusses, I love trusses, I love trusses. Platform 3 of 6 tiered obby. For realsies. Okay, now this is starting to get annoying. I think I'm eligible to complain about how loop failing this is. I'll tell myself that because I built this. So, I put myself in this situation. Dude, okay. Oh, flick on the truss? Like to go down? Yeah, okay. I'll try that, seeing as how previous 3 times have failed. What game is that? This is SMToH, Shark's Mini Towers of Heck. My own Ito fan game. Yes, I'm playing my own tower. That doesn't make it any easier than you'd think it would be. All that having built this really means is I just have the familiarity with it. As building and testing it does not test your consistency, but playing it on legit runs absolutely does because of how punishing and how long it is. Okay, so that's like getting genuinely annoying now. I wish I hadn't of put funny trusses. Bleh. That stupid thing of the truss happened to me, but in the second rim tower of in SMToH. Oh, rem tower. Ooh, which one was that? Berry Blast, I think it was. There were like 4. I forget which one's the second easiest. But at least somebody shares my pain. Alright, now let's... I'm just gonna climb down and not get greedy. But no, like, I have to go lower than it... One more. No, I hit W. There, okay. Okay, cool. If I'd have pressed D, by the way, it would have made me walk off the truss instead of climb down it. I guarantee it. I've been loop pounding this for like 10 minutes now. Okay, yeah, I think this warrants a nerf to that part. Because that is just stupid. I made it back pretty quickly. Gonna try a strat for this jump. See, you were able to climb, like, down a lot without any problems. Why can't I? Now, that is getting genuinely annoying. Like, there's nothing I can do. Except just hope it works one time. Flick down so my feet weren't touching the platform below the truss. Yeah, what keeps happening is my feet are like walking on the platform underneath it, which is like making the physics go all weird. What if I just go... Which way will take me down? Okay. That's fun. I love this. Learn how to flick around trusses? You mean like don't go against the ceiling? Okay, now this is just getting frustrating, not stressful. Different emotions of playing this game. Tower of Stress was very stressful. Hi, I'm from your live stream. Hello. Okay, are we ready to play nice, you game? One more. Still not enough, but... God! What monstrosity have I created? I've failed that like 9 times now. Probably more. And there's not really anything I can do right now. Get pretty consistent at that jump. Well, I can't just quit and practice, because then I lose all this progress. And I don't know when I'm going to get this far again. Because it took me like 6 months to get back to the PB that is now this run. Come on. Sad I can't post a strat in the blue app server because I don't have nitro. The blue app. Roblox is a blue app now, which is very odd. Is it just me, or is blue like the most lifeless color you could I mean, not that blue is a lifeless color. Don't even think about that, you little game. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my gosh, it's working. Finally! Now please, let me not fail that or anything. I hit shift, almost fell, but I'm alright. Okay, now the stress is on and I'm over a safety net because I know how much annoyance it was to do that. What, I jump there? Yeah. Okay. Blue isn't lifeless, it's just overused. Okay, right, I didn't finish that thought. Blue isn't the most lifeless color, but after stripping an entire website of all its color except black and white, blue is the most lifeless color you could choose after you finally add a color back. Ooh, okay, right, this is the unsafety netted part. It's just those couple jumps for the moment. But now we have lots of insta-kills. Right, I forgot, yeah. This part used to be fun. And by fun, I mean absolutely not fun. Also, I got physicsed. The spinner was like, I think I nerfed it by slowing it down. It was before I even, or it was like, when was it? It was like before I did the full playthrough. So it was like an early nerf before people started really seriously grinding this. Well, so much for that safety net. Oh man. Yeah, if you didn't see that sign, it says an ocean of metallic hydrogen is below. You'll see it soon enough. You can start to see it now. One stud walk around. And I feel like I'm gonna get fit. Man, I do not like this. I feel like I'm gonna get physics by the little slopies I've put on all the one stud poles. Right, so an insta-kill push box looks like I need a regular push box in order to move it. The spawn button is up there, so good luck getting to it. Right, so spawn it, and then... Well, actually, you don't have to spawn it until you... Like, you can wait until after you spawn that one, but... You know, just be careful. Walk against the X. Okay. My heart rate is surprisingly low at the moment. Why is it spinning? I don't want that. Gotta commit to more of a push, I feel like. No, I missed it. I missed it. Rip. You hate to see it, but honestly, I'm more than happy with the progress we made today. So, yeah. If anything, I'm just more inspired to grind this some more. I mean, I was planning to wait a bit, but, you know, I could do grinding this and TOAE. How long have I been streaming now? About 2 hours. I could end the stream, but I was going to do some Ring 6 development. I sort of chose on a whim to do Tower of the Planets. Gotta open Roblox Studio anyway, because I absolutely need to nerf that stupid trust thing. Rip run, I'm not happy. Well, I'm happy. I should probably practice that, so let me do that. Don't worry, Roro, I will continue your run. Okay. It was spinning, that was the problem. Let's see if I can figure out how to prevent that. Yeah, see, I was also not wanting to commit to pushing it. That's what I was saying, because I didn't want to go too far and then walk off it as I just, like that. Yeah, that shouldn't be that hard. I was just nervous, I guess. That's alright. The big stressor of this tower is the asteroid belt. Like, you know, even having gotten a PB of about, well, where I pointed out where it was on that little turret thing near the end, it took me, I've still failed it so many times trying to get back to there. It almost becomes more stressful the second time. Like here, I wasn't that stressed because I knew if I failed, it like whatever, because I had more than satisfied my goal for the day. But, like, if I get here again, and again it will take, like, an hour probably, that's real stakes, and it would be so annoying to fail there. Like, I'm happy having failed there, but if I failed, like, on these 1 studs tomorrow, that would not be fun. I would not like that, but for the moment, I'm happy. So, hello, Votex.
Verified
person. Okay, tell you what we're gonna do. I'm going to leave the game, and I'm gonna go edit the game, because... Where is it? Tower of the Planets. Because I need to nerf that stupid trust thing stat. Which, let me go, window, hit the wrong button, hold on. Window capture properties, Roblox Studio. Hold on. There we go. Okay, where am I looking for? I'm looking for this big box. One of them. Where is it? This one. This one. I think if I just, like, remove these will be good. It doesn't look as good. Like, because everything else is attached to the floor. I can make them can't collide false. I don't think looks is exactly the highest thing I want to consider, though. Let's see, I'll put some stilts here. They shouldn't interfere with anything. Except maybe that part. Yeah, okay, let me move this a little bit. Like half a stud. Actually, we'll go 1 stud, 1 full stud. That should make that significantly less annoying, because the physics were getting weird by the wrong button. I want to go play here. Come on. Play here. It's because, like, by holding space against the ceiling here, I wasn't, like, perfectly aligned on the truss. So then climbing down to where the part was here, it, like, made the game think I was walking on top of that. You can see now I can just climb down the truss, no problem whatsoever. I'll do it a couple times for good measure. Do I have sound on? I should turn that off. Yeah, one more time. But yeah, that is much better now. Physics-wise, it's basically now what it should be, you know? I didn't really change anything, I just made the physics not be stupid. Okay, the lag killed me that time. Still want to do it again, but hold on. I did want to, this much weight cannot be supported by these, so it would look better if I got some stilts somewhere. What if I put them, like, here? On either side. Though that does narrow that space. Which does buff it a little bit, but I think the amount I just nerfed it greatly outweighs the amount I just buffed it, so I think we're okay. Great, okay, I love that that just happened. Come on. Yo, I'm back for some time. Did you fall? Wait, practice mode. So, yeah, I did fall, unfortunately. I will show you where. But what I'm doing now is, were you here when I was loop failing this purist part horribly because of this stupid jump? The physics were being weird. Well, yeah, that happened for about 10 minutes. So now I'm here to fix it. Tell you what, here's maybe a better thing. Let me put this higher up. Yeah, I kind of want these studs further away. Let's go like this. 1 stud on those wedges. move these one stud out. There we go. That still maintains the desired design idea of 45-degree angles. Yeah, like everything, I think actually everything on this entire planet is either rotated by 45 degrees or 0. Or like a factor of, or multiple of 90. Yeah, just practice doing that jump a bunch of times, which is now very easy because there's that thing not in the way. Okay, cool. Awesome. And then, not really need to nerf anything after that because having just made that significantly easier, it should be significantly easier to get back to here. Okay, now as far as where I fell this jump, where you swing this against here to jump to there. Unfortunate. Shut down the servers. Well, I don't think anyone's going to be playing those, or playing the funny purist jump on a legit run. And even if they are, I'm sure you don't want me to shut the game down. You know, probably after I end the stream, you know, people will leave. So I don't think that's really necessary. Okay, next thing. Well, that's all the changes to Tower of the Planets I want to make. I'm sort of more open to nerfing after the asteroid belt because now, like today was the first time I've ever gotten that far legit. And legit is really where you want to be, seeing if jumps are annoying. I mean, right, that's where you're gonna best do your own self-curation. Well, not really curation, but like self-assessment of gameplay. I mean, if something is an annoying jump, even with no clip, then you definitely have a problem. But certain annoying jumps, such as that funny truss, you wouldn't know, really, unless you're on a legit run. Yeah, so I think that's good. I am about to publish the place, which does mean something in the win room. Yeah, I think this guy's username is some variation of that. He was the second victor. I pinged him on Discord, but he did not see it, apparently. I'm not sure what his username is. So at the moment, there's just nobody. But yeah, he was the second victor. Okay, cool. So that's good. Let me go save. Oh, I already saved it. Okay, let me go publish to Roblox. Yeah, let me just go Alt-P to do that. That's easier. Ooh, wait, no, I gotta change the place version. Oopsie. Or wait, what place version have I been playing in? Has it been 26? Is that what it had said? Hold on, I'm evaluating now. $26, okay. So I do need to update that. 27, okay. Now let me save, publish. Technically, that was another 2 place versions, but nobody even played on the one that says place version 26, but it isn't. But it's nothing exact anyway, because if you let me show you. If you're in a game, and then you open this menu, and then I think it's help. Yeah, it says place version down here. In Roblox Studio, it always says 0, but in Roblox, it'll say a number, but Tower of the Planets is on like 6,000 because it adds one every time you save it, which is kind of stupid, but that's how it is. But I feel like it's much more reliable, or like much better to have it as just like going up one at a time. You know, because every place version has a couple of saves, so it would be weird if we had place version like 6532 and then 6547, assuming I did 15 saves. Maybe it was a big patch or something, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put the changelog in the Discord server because it'll be quick to type also. Place version 27. What did I do? I Probably shouldn't be typing this right now. That's that. Tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna do. What should we do next? I'm gonna make a poll. Well, okay, it's gonna be something in ring 6. There are several. So okay, the ring 6 release will, yes, include ring 6, but there's not as much to do for the actual ring 6 this time because most of the code can just be reused from ring 5. So that's significantly less work. Instead, the ring 6 release will include a lot of other stuff left out from ring 5, even if not strictly related to ring 6. For example, it will have several bug fixes from ring 5. It'll have quick teleport. It'll have a ring select. So a couple of these I'm going to put into a poll, and you guys can vote which one I should work on right now. Let's see. Here's everything I have listed. Add the friends, you, and all options for invis players. I kind of don't want to do that one. Add some game passes. That'll be one. What should I work on for the ring 6 release? Wait, what was it? Game passes. We can do global win messages. That's going to be some research I don't feel like doing on stream right now. Dance emote buttons. I don't feel like doing that either. Quick teleport. That's one I'd be willing to do. Could you add the new tower in ring 5? Oh, yes, I actually will do that. Okay. What else have we got here? One of them was for a tower completions menu. You know, the one with the sort by area and sort by difficulty. All these I don't want to do right now, so we're just not. We're just going to put just these two options. Game passes or quick teleport. Okay. This will be after I add the new tower to ring 5, though. And also after I make the changelog. Except, well, I was going to have you guys vote on that while I do the changelog, but now I have that. I need to add the tower to ring 5. So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I haven't even played it yet. That's what I should do. I should play it. Yes, I believe Brian has submitted it in SMToH Tower Submissions. Yeah, here we go. Tower of Reflective Marbles. I know you guys can't see anything. You will be able to see shortly. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, I played it when it was like 6 of 8 floors done. There we go. Okay. I'll send the link in the chat, too, so you guys can join. And it seems that quick teleport is winning the poll. So, yeah. Please make an update channel. It takes 2 seconds to... What is an update channel? Like the change logs? Hello. You died. Okay. Like in Ito. Like updates and teasers. Okay. So I gave like some feedback on this. This isn't really gonna have like a formal review as the other ones have had for this game. Like how we had oops. Oh, I guess I gotta jump there. Like in a video. I'm just gonna play it. I've played it before in an earlier version of development. And it was good, so. Right, so you gotta go like that, and then that's a double jump, I think. Probably said it on that sign, didn't it? Double jump block, press the jump button inside the block to double jump. There's a secret ending. Ooh. Updates and teasers. Okay. Well, isn't that effectively just the change logs is it like updates and teasers is just like an all-in-one change log. This is a double jump, right? Yes. Okay. Maybe I'll do that eventually when I have a whole bunch of areas. Then I don't really feel like having like 6,000 channels, because there'll be one for every one of them. But at the moment, when there's only, well, there's only 2 like fully released. There are more. There's like Citadel of Leon Laboratories, but that's just in like testing mode. So I don't have like a formal place version counter as I do for the other 2. Because like place version 1 begins. What is that? Is that? I guess I avoid that. Place version 1 begins with like the full release, even though you could play it in its current state now. You know, be careful on these OTCU day. Okay. Wait, I probably want to avoid that. Is that a teleporter? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's partially netted. I see how it is. Okay, button for 12 seconds. Wait, what is that? What? Ah, now I see how that. I'm doing it wrong. Okay. And back inside. You should play Tower Crater again. Probably not in this stream, but maybe later. Or another day. Come on. Wait, short. That can't be what I do on a difficult tower. No, I hit the button already. Hold on. I think I go back. I don't see anything. Oh, I should delete that part. Wait, what just activated those? Somehow I hit a button. Okay. Oh, it was that. Okay. Now, okay, I see. I'm just stupid. Okay. Go get the button. Where is the button? It's hidden behind the wall on my backs. Oh, hey, look. A button. Alright, there's 15 seconds. Can I stand on that? Apparently I can't. But it opens that. Oh. Okay, avoid that. You see that weldy platform over there? Yeah. They'll dismount yo when swingingy. You should play Absolute Acceleration. I have before. Maybe I should try to beat that. Although that would require releasing Ring 6 first. Well, technically it wouldn't, but, you know, I'd want the badge. Since I'm trying to get extreme to be in my skill range. And, well, that tower is extreme difficulty. Those elevators move. Good to know. I think that might... Was it one of my suggestions to add a sign that says they move? Maybe. I could be completely wrong about that. Who knows, though. I could go look through DMs that I sent him, the builder, when I was giving feedback, but, you know. Oh, yeah, also, this is new gameplay here. I haven't seen this yet, because this was not built yet when I played it before. But there, that's the end. Yippee! Okay, so this was meant to fill the difficulty gap. That's why it's being added to Ring 5. Because there was, like, in the low mid difficult range, I think. New secret ending. Oh yeah, or now secret ending. How do I do the secret ending? You need to press buttons. Is this intended to have a different badge if you do the secret ending? We can skip that if you want. Are there any other difficulty gaps? I'll look in a second. You can look too. It's in the Ring 5 change log where the exact difficulties are specified. Okay, yeah, let's do the secret ending. I would like to see it. And also, is it meant to have like its own badge for its completion? Because if so, that's gonna require a bit more scripting. But I suppose I'm alright to do that. Also, I'm gonna end the poll of what should I work on first. Want to do the buttons to do the secret ending or yeah? I would like to, yes. Yes. Okay, all the way down. Whee! Oh, you can get back in if you fall. That's nice. For tower rushers. Ah, I see. Floor 3. Alright, let's see where the button is. Oh, I see it. How do you get to that? Can you stand on it? Oh, you can. Okay. It's more like low, mid, hard. I mean, I suppose it still fills the difficulty gap. I'll check exactly what the gap is, you know, right now. Floor 6, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we are. Yeah, there's probably one hidden in this ball pit or marble pit. Marble room. Pretty sure I found the right outside. Okay. There it is. I see it. Kaboom, kaboom. Do I know I've hit it when I do that? Or do I need to, like, jump down? Or, like, does that mean it? I guess that means I hit it. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'll save quick teleport for a future live stream. I might do one tomorrow, but no promises. Next 2 floors, okay. But whenever I do Ring 6 development stream, oh, what? Oh wait, it's this button, yeah. Whenever I do the next Ring 6 development stream, I will do the quick teleport. But for now, I'm adding this tower to Ring 5, which will be a bit complicated. Not too bad. Basically, it's remembering everywhere I list all the towers and trying to figure out where they all are. Now go down. Wait, where did you go? There you are. Ooh. Secret. Don't even think about it. There's nothing in here, really. You're just wasting your time. Give up. Whee! Is this, like, super difficult? You will regret this. Do I die if I fall down here? I guess it's a GBJ. So, effectively, yes. Yes, lava. Oops, all caps. Why aren't you listening to me? I wonder where this leads. Way up. Can I not go that way? Maybe I can't. stop it. Go back. Okay, well, I keep dying, so... I mean, why I'm not dying, I don't know, but I'm supposed to be. Yep, I made that jump shortly. You are gonna die in there? What? Oh, now we're going up. Whoa. Boss fight? Oh, I fell. That's great. Okay, well, I should be able to just fly through here again. Oh, the timer broke. Okay, that's a bug that I have scripts to unbreak in Ring 5. Where is it? Here we go. Game passes would have been cool, like a donation game pass since premium payouts no longer exist. Can you submit a tower if you don't have Discord? Sadly, no. Also, implement the TOWO bug fix. Yes, I will do that. Ugh, okay. Remorseless secret ending or insane. Where is that? Is that like under the map? Yes. Okay, we're just gonna say I reached the end. I guess this is an anti-cheese block. Okay, yeah. So I think, yes, that needs its own secret ending badge. So, yeah. That can be added to the list of badges that need to be made. Badges and descriptions. But first, let's just try to get it into the game. So, how do I even do that? Okay. I'm going to go edit Ring 5. No, I'm not. I misclicked. Okay. The game needs to be uncopy locked, which it is. So, actually, I'm going to edit in Studio. Here we go. Okay. Window capture properties, change that to Roblox Studio. That's the wrong one. This Roblox Studio. Alright. So, we have music zones, rocks, and then the actual tower. Let's start with rocks. This is just a big folder of parts, I guess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go select, where is it? Select children, go Control G. How did I name these in Ring 5? It's called the tower acronym and then underscore island. So you're going to call it TORM island. Then I'm going to go Control C, go to OBS, properties, window capture, change it to this. Go Control Shift V to paste it into, well, workspace. It's not where I want it in the end. But let's put it in that folder. Okay. And everything is anchored. So now let's find a spot for it. Where do I want this tower to go? It can go behind here. And then this should be like right on top of the lava. So down one more stud. Okay. That, however, does not include the tower, so it's going to be slightly misaligned. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go first check chat, because I haven't done that in a while. Okay, nothing new. Let's go window capture, I'm going to just add a part. Don't need to worry about how it looks because it doesn't really matter. We're going to go to this corner. We're going to see how many studs to the corner of the tower, which looks to be Which one is that? That's Z, right? Blue is Z, I think. View selector, yes, okay. Where are my properties? Oh boy, everything's going wrong. Right, I like change this up. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, everything's going wrong. Nope, that's wrong too. There we go. Nope, that's also wrong. There we go. Go like that. And then I gotta do the same thing in ring 5. Because I have that open. Everything is going wrong. Okay. Ready now? So, now I can check this properly. It's 19 and 23.5. Actually, I really don't even need to know that because I can just go to window capture and change it back to this. Go workspace. Well, actually, just directly a child of workspace is fine. Make sure that's on the right corner. That it's not like rotated wrong. We have the secret ending spot here. So yes, that is right. Okay. Now go back to this. What are you looking at this? Yeah. Okay. And then let's do music next because that's easier. We don't really need to worry about the global background music. We don't need to worry about that. All we just need is these, right? Yeah, just Control C. And then and then find background music zones in here. Collapse all, things are getting too chaotic. Find music module, music, background music zones. If I just go paste into, oh boy. Ooh, that is not aligned right. That's going to be annoying to align that because it's invisible. The names of these don't really matter. Well, it isn't. It's TO... What is it? Reflective Marbles _ I would like to name them something that will make sense, though. Just for, you know, consistency. The something is that, I guess that's TORM secret ending. Or secret, we'll call it secret ending 2. And then we'll call the dark zone TORM secret ending. Let's call it _ because this suggests there's 2 secret endings. This more suggests that it's just 2 things related to the secret ending. Alright. We'll worry about aligning that. Oh, who am I kidding? We need to do it now. Well, it'll be easier with the tower in place. So, yeah, fine. We'll do the tower now. Okay. So, now we just have the actual tower. So, let me go Control C. Switch the OBS again. Go Control V, or Control Shift V. And then we want it to be called Tower of Reflective Marbles. So, it's consistent with all these. Can close display win info. I don't need that right now. Then align this with that part as I placed previously. I can use this summon handles thing, which is very useful. Oh, it's like slightly misaligned, but it's like hopelessly. Hopefully it's by 0.25. I doubt it though. Okay, I'm gonna have to just eyeball it then. It'll be close enough. Surely. Must get it exact. There we go. Okay. Cool. By the way, Roro, maybe behind TOBC1 looks better. Select everything after you place it. Right. We can delete that now. Well, I'll leave it for the moment. What is Among Us 1 and Among Us 2? I think there was something I was testing. Don't remember what, but... Okay. Now what? We need the music zones. So let me check in its own place, this tower's own place. How this is lined up. If I take this, but remember that it's 200, 121, 200, scale it down to 121, 1, make it fully visible so I can see how it's aligned. Is it exactly centered? Wait, shift, or no, that's not working. I can't tell if I can tell 31, 21, 30. Does that line that up exactly? Yes, looks like it. Meaning, I want the... No, let's just... Yeah, wait. So this is just inside the floor like that. I feel like there could be better ways I could be copy-pasting this over, but you know what? It's kind of too late to think about that now. Let me take TORM, the TORM thingies, which would be those. Wait, take this first. Where's size? Oh wait, it's that. Temporarily make this transparency 0, and temporarily make it 3130. Now, take... Oh, wait, nope, that was wrong. 3121, 30. Now take this, and this. Then try to line that up perfectly, which is very annoying. But maybe it'll be easy on the y-axis. Yes. Now just disable move snap to grid. Then just eyeball it. This doesn't have to be as perfect. But I'll make it as perfect anyway. No overhang at all. Or almost no. It'll be pretty much impossible to get it exact. But there we go. Now, let me take TORM. Where is it? This one. Also, let me make sure I'm authorized to use all these. Yes. If it plays it, then I am. Do I still have it? I don't have OBS recording mic input now, but it's fine. I'm able to tell here if it's... Yes. Hold on. Yes, okay. Hopefully I don't get copyright claimed because of that. If I do, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Not actually. I will be quite annoyed, though. But now let me make that the proper size now, which would be 200, 121, 200, and also transparency 0. Awesome. Now let's see if this collides with anything under the map. It doesn't look like it. It could possibly be below the fallen parts destroy height. I think that's a property of the workspace, so let's see what fallen parts destroy height is. Minus 500. Is that 500 studs tall? Size 300. Okay, no. So you won't like get void killed as in the secret ending, which would not be ideal. You don't get copyrighted for a silent 1 to 2 second audio clip. And you'd be surprised. Bro, did you know that SMToH is the best ETO fan game? Obviously it is. Test it? Alright. Well, everything's going to be broken because I haven't worked it into the scripts yet. So yeah, now I just kind of have to remember how this is. So we got the client-sided objects. There's no... Some of these we can delete because these are all... This is just empty. Like, I can delete this whole folder. Button platforms, there are button platforms, so keep that. Buttons, there are indeed buttons. Distance thingies, I can get rid of those. There are indeed kill brigs, so I keep that one. Lighting changers, there are lighting changers. Music zone editors, none of those, so I can delete. Sound players, none of those, so I can delete. Roro rename client-sided objects. Rename client-sided objects. Oh yeah, hold on. It's so much stuff. I'm just gonna have to remember. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that for it to work. Adding a new tower is quite annoying, but if I make a list of everything, which I will do, so that doing this in the future is not difficult. Wait, does this one not have a frame? Oh, it did. No, this one just has it as a folder, not a model. If I go select children again, it really doesn't matter, but it would just, for consistency's sake, I'll make this be a model too. It makes no difference. And then this needs to be TORM underscore client-sided objects. Testing stuff I can delete. README I can delete. Music module I can delete. Spawn location I need to deactivate, but leave it there. That one I do remember. Right, I'm supposed to be making a list here. Checking it twice. Okay. SMToH. Steps to add a tower to an existing area. What all have I done so far? I've copy paste it from, hold on, copy paste the tower from its own place or insert the model. Then what did I do? I took the music. A lot of these you can do in any order, but take the music zones and add them to the entire rings or entire areas music module. Anyway, okay, so we did that, and then we did rename, and also suppose the tower name is Tower of Example, and the acronym is TOE. Okay, rename client-sided objects to, you guys can't even see this, I'm aware, to TOE underscore client-sided objects. Rename this is worth it, I promise. I know it's boring. Rename obby to TO, or was it TOE underscore obby. Okay, that catches us up. Now I'll just type those in as I do each step and try to remember what each one is. So I gotta remember where I've like listed all the towers. So to just recall as many as I can to start with, teleport script I want to say use, I think. I suppose it's entirely possible I'm just wrong about that. Let's see, just search like NEAFP TOILP. None of, okay, I was wrong. Teleport script doesn't need it. WinPad script, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. Okay. What else needs it? I want to say WinMessage script. No. Display WinInfo. I don't know. I feel Neefpan Toilp. No. There's got to be more than one. Well, I know there's acronym converter. That one definitely has these. So we like scripts I need to just add an entry to. I know there's tower rush script. Possibly checkpoint script. But so as not to leak the anti-cheat. No looksies for you. Nope, not here. Okay. Anything else you guys can think of? Any place where I have like all the tower acronyms listed? Green tower names? Strange name for a script, but I couldn't think of anything better than it's the one that like makes these things green and makes these green. Oh yeah, you also said I should move this. So I'll do that. What if I put it... It should be well visible from the lobby. Yeah, it's like completely blocked from this angle. That looks better. I can move it a bit closer too, I think. And a little bit further back. And a little bit to the right. Yeah, that should be good. That didn't screw anything else up, did it? No. Okay. This is sort of the main thing that is what I was worried about for adding a new thing to an existing tower. What? This is what makes adding a new tower to an existing area, because it's all these things I gotta worry about. Like this part, the scripts where they're all there. Okay, what if I just search every script in the entire game? Well, about 99% of them are. Do these have it? Toil. Wait, it says it twice. What's the other one? They're all in comments. Okay. Well, this massive comment is just something that was a previous attempt at writing it that just didn't work. Kind of no reason to keep it, but I don't know. Okay, and then what was in the other comment? That was something else. Where was that? This one. That was like starting each data save, or each data store for each tower. But I'm not really going to run a poll for this one, because I just feel like it's not worth the effort for one tower. So I'm just going to, I mean, if you have any idea, I'll just take the builders one, so. Bro is truly playing Tower of the Planets. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, what is this? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it as that, because hold on. What if I say developing SMToH live? Roblox SMToH. Hello, Luna the cat. Okay, I don't feel like writing a good description. Epic development stream. There. I do have a thumbnail, which is just the game thumbnail. If I could find it. I don't remember where I put it. Was it, where did I put it? I genuinely didn't remember. Oh, found it. Nope, never mind. Oh, yes, I did find it for real this time. Okay. Okay, you can refresh the stream to reflect those changes. But, what now? It's all those. If there's anything else I can think... We'll know when it starts breaking and nothing works. Which hopefully won't be the Tower Rush script when we get this far in the Tower Rush. But... should be alright. Really, I should just be searching any script I can think of which there are 1,000 of them, apparently. That's great. Stopwatch script. Toilp. Tababa. No, spectate script. Toilp. Tababa. Nope, nope. Settings. Toilp. Oh, yes, yes. Found one. Variables. What is acronym list? Okay. I never would have even thought of that. This one does have a list too. I mean, okay, I will... Let's get the client version of this one. Toilp, tabapa. Yes, those are there. What is this? Tower table? Yes, okay. Even though those are disabled now, I'll be using them in future areas, and, you know, I might add a new tower in the midst of the real development, so, like, or like while that's live, the poll. Okay, but if those are there and I didn't even think to check them, had I not just randomly scrolled to them, what isn't? Or what haven't I checked? Win message script? No, that's not anything really. Anything in here? Toilp? No. What is this? This is included in the tower kit, so it's not that. Stopwatch. I already checked stopwatch script, didn't I? Yeah. Menu screen script? No. Key script. At this point, I'm just checking everything. GUI script. WinPad script. I had that one open already. Because yes, it does have these. Tower script, teleport script, I already checked, I think. Yeah. Server timer script. Nothing. Met the owner script. That's a surprisingly long script for that. Oh, well, most of it's just that function. Okay, yeah, never mind. What am I? We're not concerned about met the owner because it's nothing. Not Arbin script. I need to add that to Tower of the Planets. I don't think it's there. New music script, and then it's just all the client object scripts. Unless it's something else. So, can I, like, remove things? Can I do, like, minus client object script? So it'll show me everything but client object script? No, now it's only showing me client object script. How do I do that? But reverse. There's not, like, search filters? Okay. Because I know there are some in the workspace. I guess I could check, like... Do these just have no names? Apparently not. Okay. WinRoom? Are there any? I don't think there are any scripts in here. WinPads, random material? That could have it, actually. No, it doesn't, though. I think I've looked through all the scripts, so let's hope this is all of them. Okay. Definitely worth considering all those. Planning to do COLL stream anytime soon. I really enjoy those. I might have today. It was an idea I had of something I could do. I'm not. I'm probably going to end the stream in like 10, 15 minutes. In the next stream, I might, though. Like, it's still on the table of things to do while live streaming. So, next live stream, maybe. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. That would be fun. It's just if I can get up with my alarm. That's really what the question is. Okay, so now let me add to my list of steps to add a thingy. Add the appropriate entry for the new tower to all the following scripts. That's really the big one, but I guarantee you I'm probably still forgetting something. Maybe not guarantee, but there's a high chance that I am. But we have WinPad script, acronym converter, tower rush script, settings script, tower voting script server, tower voting script client. What else we got here? That's it. Well, of the ones I've found. Ooh, badges. Wait, that's just in WinPad script, I think, isn't it? Anything in here about badges? 36 times. That's great. Okay. What do we? Okay, yeah, it's just another entry in here. Yeah. Should be fine. Let me add to my steps, actually. I'll add a note. Use Control F and search a couple tower acronyms in the area to find where in these scripts there is a list of every tower acronym. Some scripts have multiple, so look out for that. Okay, so now let's just do that. It's pretty much just see the pattern and then just do it. So what is this? This TORM. What difficulty was it? Is he still watching in the stream? Yeah. Brian, what is the exact difficulty of this tower? Because that's what we're going with. He said peak difficult in his submission. Mid-high difficult. Okay, but like, in that range. Okay, so it's just kind of subjective, isn't it? But we're not, like, averaging out different votes or anything. So, what do I think it is? Like, 'cause I'm not running an official difficulty poll, really, because that would just take forever. By the way, it was meant, like, okay, so it was meant to fill, I guess, some difficulty. Wait, what? Mid-high difficult. Okay, so it's meant to go like in this range, which would mean it would go like, well, we'll say it's like in roughly the midpoint, which is probably like 5, or what is it? It's supposed to be 4, right? Yeah, 4.80, I think. Does that line up with what? Do I think it's 4.80? I'd say maybe a little bit higher. In my opinion, it's like 4.85. There's no real point in estimating to two significant figures, because, like, what does that really mean if I'm just estimating 4.85 is like exactly the same as 4.86? We're going to go with 4.8. There. Well, 4.80. So, yeah. I put that in the chat so I don't forget. Okay, so step 6. Hold on. Google Docs is being weird. There we go. Never mind, it's being very weird. There we go. Okay, got it. So step 6. Well, hold on. We did one. We did none of these, actually. Okay, so it's between what, TODC and TOAN, I think. Yeah, and we're saying it's 4.8. And because it's difficult, that means I can just take the difficulty of TODC, or just copy paste the entry, but then just call it TORM. And then I got to do the same thing here. So there's only in this script there's only 2 of these. So is this in the old order? They got reordered a bunch of times, but wait. TODC, yes, okay. Right, we need to make a badge for it. Add that to the Discord difficulty chart. Yeah, that's a good idea. That does suggest the tower does exist, but it in the current release, which it doesn't. But anyways, where is it? Ring 5. Edit this to show it. Okay, now it's just there pretty much just to store the information because I will definitely forget. Now to make the badge. Good news is you can now reorder badges, which is very good. You couldn't do that a couple months ago. So I can just go. It'll be a placeholder badge image for now, but it is a badge nonetheless. Complete Tower of Reflective Marbles. Badge will not be, well, it won't be enabled for the moment. Right. Okay, and then I want Tower of Reflective Marbles secret ending. Both of those have been created now. I know you guys can't see that, but anyway. They both have badge IDs now. That's handy. So there's one for the secret ending. That's going to be coding the secret ending is going to be something for another day. Copy URL. That's not what I want. There. I got the ID though from one way or another. Okay, so we want that TORM equals that. That's its badge ID. Cool. So that's all those for that one. Acronym converter. That one's pretty straightforward. Where's it? TODC. We want to add TORM equals Tower of Reflective Marbles. Okay. Next, Tower Rush script. Just see where those are. It's just adding it to the list. It's as simple as that to add it to the Tower Rush. So it's going to be after TODC. It's going to be TORM. And don't forget the comma. And, yep, just double checking that is, in fact, the only place that needs to be there. Here it looks like, yep, it needs to be like that too. TORM. That one has been added. Tower voting script. This one I don't actually have to edit anything. What? Oh, tower voting script is okay, I just arbitrarily chose TLLC. I should choose a different one. Neefpen. Yeah. I don't actually have to edit anything here because I'm not creating a data store, and yeah. TOCS. We got several of them in this one. So we got one here. TORM. This is disabled anyway, so hold on. Tower table. Wait, I wonder if that's just gonna break everything because it's gonna look for a data store that, yeah, this is a disabled script. I think it's just gonna break everything for this case. But you only add those while those are live, or like only while the polls are live should you add the acronym to these two scripts. When inserting a new tower to an existing area. But there we go. We'll probably discover some scripts I missed, but you can't worry about that too much. Add the tower portal to the lobby or add the tower portal to the lobby. Add the acronym to the difficulty chart. There's a lot to this. Okay. Set is 4.80. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Tovo label Turn off move, which I'm already there. Wow, that's quite annoying. Okay. 4.80 looks to be about, like, we'll say, like, there. And then this is not TOVO label. This is TORM label. Acronym part, Surface GUI. That name is important, as I recall. It's somehow in the green tower name script. Let's turn these like 15 degrees. And then their exact placement on here is estimated. The only place where it says, the only place that says that any tower's exact difficulty is in the Discord. Maybe eventually. Well, probably eventually. It will be in like a tower completions thing with like sort by area, sort by difficulty. Okay, so now we have that. Now we need Tower of Reflective Marbles. Now I could make another island. Feeling a bit lazy though, so let's. That one's on just the corruptedness. So, but I mean there is this over here, so why don't I just? Yeah. Which side is that? That's fun to figure out, right? Yes, there we go. Now is it on? No, it's not on. Back? That's back. Okay. Now we have all of these. Cool. Add some parts around that. Roro, you know your shorts about one word for each floor of your tower. You should do that, but one word for every neat here. You should use a chart generator command for handling chart making. What, like spacing them according to the exact math? I could. I feel like it's not really worth the effort, though. Especially because even if they're placed exactly, you still can't figure out the exact difficulty. Alright, fine. I'll make... What is this? This is Rocky Island. That's not what I want. Okay, let's put a little, like, rock bridge type thing. This is a different Rocky Island, though. So this just needs to be a child of... What are as diff as div? Come on. And it's like all the way at the top. Really? It's just in lobby, right? I think it is. Collapse all. Okay. Then let's go like this. We're going to need a big space for the portal. That should be good. Then I'm going to need this. Paste it into here. Into this model. Where is it? Let me select it. There we go. There. Could look better. Add a bit of more depth by raising this a little bit. I'm also trying to have these, or have some of these, like, I don't know, offset by half a stud, but no parts that are, like, scaled to half a stud, because then you get that, which looks bad. There, I think that should be good enough. Looks good already. Yeah, when I put the 5 minutes of effort into it. Ooh, right, okay. Does update builder hints need it? No. But what it does need is, you know, just being consistent with all the other portals and, like, having the appropriate number values. Actually, it would be easier if I just duplicated this one because it's by the same builder. So I'm going to need this and this. So just duplicate both of these. I don't know if this is going to fit. If it doesn't, that's actually better because then I can put the corruption stuff and that'll add a bit more detail. Actually, I don't want that one. I want the thin one. The thin crust. And let's not have any ugly looking half studs. I will offset it by half a stud though. I like that. And then I'll even add another one of these to like this edge. We'll go like one stud. There we go. For some more color variation. Awesome. I used to watch all of II Alert's building streams because for some reason I really enjoyed Ito building content, so when you occasionally do these streams, I get entertained. Now Portal. Oh yeah, right, okay. Sign. The text is now Tower of Reflective Marbles. And then I don't think I should have to do anything to this, right? What is that? Why is there a script in here? Uh-oh. Delete that. Delete, 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 delete. There's a disabled script like that in every one of these, isn't there? From an early attempt at... Uh-oh. We're just gonna ignore that. It's disabled anyway, so it's not, like, lagging anything or using processing power, so it's fine. I'll delete those at some point. There's only, well, 18 of them. Okay, then I need the first floor color, which is gonna be this. Fly back over here, and then... Oh, I'm gonna have to rename that too. Don't let me forget that. This, furthermore, needs to be TORM, and this needs to be TORM portal. Let's see what all breaks, what errors we get. Requested module, oh boy, that does not look good. Was that just a one-off thing? Well, good news, that at least worked, so that's good. Manager caller, does that need it? No, but what was the problem? Something's going wrong with acronym converter, it looks like. Ooh, I forgot a comma. There. I think it just caused a chain reaction. Total meltdown. All these audio errors are expected. Everything seems good now. Okay. Now I think it's just a matter of playing everything and seeing if it all works right. If I go here, and then that should, if I go to tower stats, uh-oh, everything's broken. Difficulty name? Ooh, okay, SMToH tower info. I think that's what we're missing. See, this is why we're testing it, because I knew there were scripts I wouldn't even think of. Okay. Come on, come on. Everything's broken. Oh boy, this can't be good. Roblox Studio, like, is crashing. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'll look at the chat. By the way, TOFS has wall hops, but doesn't have the requirement on the portals. Which one is that? Oh, yeah. Okay, things are working again. Load tower stats. Oh, that might have one. Toil. No, it's because this one uses SMToH tower info. Please don't call it SMToH. That sounds so stupid. SMToH tower info. TODC is what we're looking for. Oh, wait, these are all alphabetized. Never mind. Because remember, this is not specifically Ring 5. This is every tower in the game, which at the moment is Ring 5 plus Tower of the Planets. Again, there is, like, Citadel of Leon Laboratories, but that's not officially released yet, so nothing you do in that place actually is, like, canon. It doesn't count towards anything on your stats or anything. So, Tower of Reflective Marble, just gotta find ABCD. I'm pretty sure that's not how that is alphabetized, right? It says organized alphabetically here. You know what? I don't worry about that too much. QRS. So yes, this definitely needs to go here. I'm going to go Tower of Reflective Marbles equals difficulty name. It's just looking at the others and just seeing it. Difficult. At the moment, all this stores is just difficulty, or the difficulty name, more accurately. Chances are I will add more stuff to this as we go on. For example, I might add probably the exact difficulty once I get around to like I'll put the exact difficulty in as well under the key, probably just exact difficulty, so as to distinguish it from just difficulty name. That way I can do the tower completions menu. Chances are I'm not going to include that in the Ring 6 release, the tower completions menu, because it would probably just be really annoying, and I don't know. Once we have Ring 7 in that release, I'll include it most likely, because then we'll have 3 areas worth of towers, which is enough to sort of make adding the tower completions menu worth it. Okay, let me try this again. Adding this to tower stats. I don't see it in here. Wait, yes I do. Never mind. Okay, why didn't it add time to that? I'm gonna guess it was because everything broke the previous time. Now, I expect it not to say that until I leave the tower, perhaps by resetting. Settings, or tower stats. There, now it's working. Total attempts 2. I think it just said the first attempt was 0 seconds because everything just exploded. Other things I could check, I should check winning. Ooh, the checkpoints, that's the wrong Brian Tower. TOFS has wall. Right, okay, you said that. It just didn't even, it deleted itself from my mind as soon as you said that. But now that I read it again, I will do that before I forget. TOFS. Add to here the white hint. A required skill. It is wall hopping required. Okay. Cool. Just go ahead and get that done while I'm thinking of it. Very creative title. SMToH stands for Sharks Mini Towers of Heck. And yes, I didn't put much thought into the title. I would call it, well, okay, if I were doing Ring 6 development, I'd call it Developing Ring 6 Live, but this isn't Ring 6, this is an update to Ring 5. Which is proving to be quite a lot of work, as it turns out. But it's okay, because we're taking it slowly to make sure I do it all correct. That way I can take notes on exactly what I'm doing for future reference, which will make doing this same thing of adding a tower to an existing area much, much faster. What's your favorite tower here besides any of yours? I don't know, I'd probably say I have like 3 favorites. Let's see. It'd probably be this one, Tower of Epic Top Heads, Tower of Big Cave, and Tower of Minimal Vibrancy. I think those 3 are probably my favorite. I like it. I think it's turning out nicely. Okay, yeah, what I need to do now is set up the checkpoints. Now, let me recall how I set this up for the other ones. Collapse all. Things are getting a bit chaotic. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to go to, what is it, anti-exploit. I need to authorize the client-sided objects and obby. Wait, doesn't obby get moved to replicated storage? Hold on. We have a problem. I think I can close all these, first of all. Well, one thing is for sure, I need to go to TODC, or where is that listed? Why is that not here? Okay, that's a problem. Is it still under TOSC? Yeah. Okay, that was a... Just shows how bad this anti-cheat is. But we should have TORM underscore client-sided objects. What this is supposed to do is if you add anything to replicated storage that's not supposed to be there, that i.e. not in this list, it gets destroyed. Though that's server-sided only. Wait, so then it doesn't... Oh, boy. Wait, why am I here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I add... It's server-sided, so if I add something, let's say I add a part, it's supposed to get deleted, but it doesn't. So let's just pretend I didn't see that. How about client anti-exploit? Nah, that one doesn't need anything. Anything here? No. Okay, so that's just another one to update. Where is it? Hold on. Anti-exploit. What do we do? Authorize TOE for tower of example underscore client-sided objects. Even though, as we've found, that doesn't even really work, but you know, we won't worry about that right now. Point is, I've updated it so that we have TORM and TODC because apparently that wasn't there either. Okay, checkpoints. Coming back around to that. Let me go server, script service, collapse all. Workspace, workspace, checkpoints. Uh-oh, you didn't see that. You didn't see where those checkpoints are. If I just, like, you saw nothing. You didn't see at all where that was. Duplicate one of these and call it TORM underscore 1. I think every one of these has at least 2 checkpoints. Or no, well, actually, no. Each one has at least 1. Like, this one's super short and has only 1. Depending on how long is... Yeah, we can do, like, maybe every 3 floors. So, like, 1 on this, 1 here, 1 here. Now we'll do 2 checkpoints. As long as that doesn't break anything with the secret ending. Where was the last button? I think it was... Ooh, where was it, actually? You mind if I get a refresher? Don't leak checkpoints. Yeah, I guess you're right. And I'm going to need to do some testing. Okay. We're going to temporarily... You saw nothing of where the checkpoints are. Floor 7 is the last one. Okay, so... Good to know. We're going to put number 1 right there and number 2 right there. I'm going to do 3 checkpoints in this one. At least for the moment. I could always just change it, but... There. But let me add to the steps. Hold on. Naming the one. We're adding set up the checkpoints for the new tower. Add the parts. Okay, so we're just doing 1, 2, 3. They're just temporarily right there. Roro random part. Oh, goodbye. So, wait. Now what I need to do, I will tell you, is I need to add in noclip temporarily for testing purposes. It will be removed by the time I release this new place version. Let me just find it. I called it testing dump as a Roblox studio file on my computer, where I put such things as there's like a There's only like no clip. There's a couple things. Hold on. Yeah, a couple things that like teleport you to a bunch of checkpoints in a sequence. For easy testing of like really long things to our other planners. Instead of having to individually fly to all of those checkpoints. Because, longer towers, I'm putting more things into. Is this going to kick me? I think it's going to kick me by the anti-cheat. Because I illegally have items. So if I temporarily go to client anti-exploit and just comment out the line that kicks you for illegally having items. Okay. Now I should be able to fly around fine. Okay, now why would it do that? That's annoying. Very annoying. Okay, so now I enter the tower. Presumably if I just fly to the wind pad, which I didn't set up, so nothing is going to work. Okay. We need to set that up. Okay, how do the wind pads work? Because at the moment, this is just... Yeah, there's two wind... This one's going to be a bit more complicated because we got two wind pads. Now, why is there a wind pad there if there's also a wind pad there? I mean, this one's just here. Can I just delete that? Yeah, okay, that can be deleted. Hopefully that doesn't break everything. Hopefully it wasn't there for a reason. The two wind pads. Yeah. Let's start with the standard wind pad. We want to call it TORM. Yeah, the secret and... That's going to be weird, okay. Well, let's think for a second. I want it to award you a different badge, and I'll want it to... You'll get teleported to the same win room. There won't be like a special win room for the secret ending. Sometimes that's a thing. I think. We'll leave it just like this for the moment. Put this in wind pads. Add that, and then once I start playing, it should do the random material. I think I need to add the particle emitter, though. Yeah, I do. Come on. I've been streaming a while, haven't I? Yes, 3.5 hours. This always seems to happen, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to leave off the adding the secret ending. I will do that a bit later. I can think of how I'm going to code it, though. The best thing I can think of is probably going to be... Yeah, what do I want to do? It's going to... There's like a whole bunch of scripts that have like a special case for the tower rush, like... WinPad script, I think, does. Stopwatch script. I don't think stopwatch script is going to have to worry about that, though. I might have it check if... I'll probably call the secret ending WinPad, like, TORM_secret ending. And if you hit that, it'll check if the WinPad you just hit is that one. And if it is, it'll do a different sequence of events so as to, like, do a different win message, give you a different badge. Pretty much it, yeah. Let me ask this. What difficulty is the secret ending, in your opinion, Brian? Or more specifically, the whole tower doing the secret ending. I failed it and fell on the insta-kill beneath it a bunch of times and didn't feel like trying, as in a bunch of times equals 2 times, but, you know. Roro, if you see this, it's midnight for me. That's time zones for you. I'm almost done though. You may sleep soon. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do that. Anything else I need to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna test the checkpoints. At the moment, the secret ending is just nothing. If you do it, it would just, you'll just hit this. It's just a regular part. It doesn't do anything. So what I can do then, let's say I am a sneaky little boy and no-clip my way straight to the end and don't hit the checkpoints. Kick message 3, you hit whatever. Oh, you hit nothing. That's why it just doesn't say anything. So kick 3 is the one if you don't hit the checkpoints right. So now... Oh, yeah. Let me enter the tower, hit these. Then do that. Oh, I missed the wind pad. I'm very good at this game. Checks passed. Yep, looks all good. Got the win message too, presumably. Yep. Secret ending gameplay is insane. Maybe remorseless though. Kind of mixed opinions. I mean, it averages. It's pretty short and averages out with the rest of the tower, which is only difficult. Hitting the buttons, which really, it's like, you know, the base tower. Doing it normally is like, well, is 4.80 because that's what we agreed on. The extra things you have to do for the buttons, since it's only 3 jumps, really doesn't change that much. Probably like 4.82. Plus the insane remorseless difficulty gameplay at the end probably averages out to being like challenging or intense. We'll say 6.5 for the, or which one is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6.5 for well, wait, no, what? I don't know. The exact difficulty probably doesn't matter. I'd say maybe intense. Okay. Okay, so the wind pad seems to work fine. Now it's just a matter of putting the checkpoints where the checkpoints need to go, which you don't get to know where they go. Another thing I want to check, though, is tower stats. Check what's up with this. It should say I have 1 win, and I can see this as expected. Now, it would have given me the badge, except that I'm in Roblox Studio. And also the badge is disabled, so... actually, that should have broken everything. Trying to give... Well, no, I think I put in a P call. Let me try it again. See if I just missed it among all the errors that are getting printed constantly because audio. Now, I have a dev console command that'll, like, clear all your stats for a tower. It won't remove your badge, but I don't have it anyway. I'd have to manually delete it, though. So let's say I hit all the checkpoints. But, like, what this means is that it won't, like, I could just erase from existence the fact that I just, quote-unquote, beat Tower of Reflective Marbles. Why was I just checking that? Oh, yeah. Seeing if there's some sort of P call. It's saying I hit all the checkpoints. That's to be expected, I suppose. Yeah, I don't like how it's not giving me any updates on the badge. I mean, I guess I could have put in the wrong thing. I don't know anything else. The TORM badge is 3170427, etc., etc. Is 3170427. 108417719. Yep. That is indeed correct. I just checked. Okay. I think that's everything. Except for the I need some water. Hold on. Except for the secret ending, which is its own can of worms, as they say. So I have it saved for the moment. I suppose I will be done with this for now. Oh yeah, the builder of this said in the stream chat that he's doing a revamp of Tower of Isle of Purism, which is effectively just removing this tower and adding it back. I guess, well, not really. Putting in a new version is easier because all the scripts already have the acronym. So yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Don't want to end the stream, or do I want to do something else? I'm probably going to end the stream because it's been like 4 hours. Yeah, alright. Okay, we will sit on the couch. Or, what, it's bench. Okay. Thanks for watching the stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let's recap everything we did. Well, I started with some Tower of Astral Eclipse grinding. Got to floor 3, which was my goal, so that was nice. Got a new PB on Tower of the Planets. My personal best is now over halfway through the tower. Finally. Percentage estimate, probably like 60% of the way through. I wasn't even originally planning to do some Tower of the Planets grinding today, but I just gave it an attempt, and it went quite well indeed. So that was fun. Then we did some Ring 5 development. Yeah, still not going to release Place version 25, which will have the new tower. But it was still nice to work on Ring 5 a little bit more. And was good because I should refamiliarize myself with all the scripts I've done. Like, before I do Ring 6. Because it's going to be mostly the same scripts. One thing I do want to check is what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to see if the new tower is doing anything weird regarding low detail, which it is not. Okay, so that shows that works. I don't know where I randomly thought to check that. Ooh, wait, does the... It's really just a matter of checking, like, everything is right. I felt the need to check that it says TORM because I didn't check that it was indeed there. So, yeah, that's it. Hold on, let me go back to the couch. The couch bench. Okay. So thanks for watching. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, or maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'll see you in the next video or stream, whichever it may be. And have a great day.